Incredible. All right, while you do your research, I'll bring my friend Paul up. Paul, how are you?
Yeah, I'm really great.
That's great. I'm well. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Are you going to a No Kings protest today?
I am.
You are. All right. And what do you plan to accomplish?
What everybody else is planning on accomplishing.
Okay. And what is today going to accomplish?
It's gonna accomplish a lot.
Okay, give me let me get my pen and paper. I'm ready to. Okay, so accomplish. Okay, good. Number one.
I don't think your prompt is about that.
Okay, but if you're going to accomplish a lot, can you share with me what you're going to accomplish?
Yeah, it would be the same thing that you would want to accomplish if you went to a Trump rally. The same
Okay, so
thing.
this is a rally to support what?
It would be in the same stance that you would.
I am there to support Donald Trump. If you go to a No Kings protest, what are you supporting? Go ahead.
I'm supporting King.
You're supporting what?
King.
King. What is that? You're supporting King. Okay, I wrote that down. What does that mean?
Well, I came up here to talk to you about to
Wait,
support the
why are you
guy that's
not
on your.
answering my question, Paul?
I wanted to support the guy that's on your panel.
Oh, you came up here to play Captain Save-A-Ho for this moron.
Yes,
Oh, that's tremendous. Everybody loves a Captain Save-A-Ho.
yes, because even hoes need saving.
Amen.
So you
I'm
have
with
a lot
you.
of. You
So
are.
why do you think he needed saving? Did you not think they were doing a good job, or
He was definitely doing a good job,
he was
especially
doing
for
a great
someone who's
job? Of
18.
course. And what was the
Someone who,
best point that he made?
the same way you said that. How do we know if it was people from the right that was basically targeting the
That's
HBCU
what I said.
colleges?
What was the best point that they made?
That's what I'm getting at. So
Oh,
it's
okay,
the
go
same
ahead.
way when you bring up the TVs and the Nikes being stolen. How do we know that those were people from the far left or BLK people that were taking the
Well,
TVs and the
Well,
Nikes?
to be fair, whenever we watch the news coverage every day of cities throughout this country, you didn't see many white people with MAGA hats walking out.
Oh, you
You know
think
what I
they were
mean?
gonna
Like the
just have on
majority of
MAGA
them were
hats?
black.
You
Like
think
there's
that
no
they
way
were
around
gonna just
that.
put on their MAGA hats? It's kind of like the KKK just putting on their capes and letting the whole world know it was them. No, they're not gonna do that. They're gonna make
Oh,
it seem as though it's someone else doing this.
but can you at least agree when we watched the news coverage that summer that it was the majority black people?
It was a majority of the black people.
Okay,
It was
so
so many cultures that were out there in protesting for the BLK Black Lives Matter
how
movement.
about this? I triple dog dare you to go to YouTube, search up the protests, rallies, looting, fires, and you tell me a date to look up and tell me the city and how to find it on YouTube.
Well, the guy was trying to tell
Find
you. He
one
said
that
that
even has half white people there,
Well, I
there
thought
were
we
let
weren't
alone
allowed to
plenty.
majority white
that.
people.
There were plenty rallies that had a lot of white people. Plenty of
Okay,
white people.
the protest of gullible white folk that went to go support BLM. Yes, you're 100% correct. I'm talking about when the looting and the fires and the violence started.
Oh yeah.
Pick a
Oh,
city, go to YouTube, tell me what date to look up, and give me one store that the helicopter was circling and half of the people walking out of the store was white.
Oh,
I
I do
dare
know
you to
this.
do that.
It's look up the Capitol building on January 6th. It's a whole lot of white people, a whole lot of looting, a whole lot of rioting.
100%.
but
And you
see,
could do, Paul, you could do that awkward dumb laugh, but that does not change reality, right? That doesn't change reality that it was your people that was
my
looting and
people,
stealing.
my people,
Yeah, your people, Paul.
that wasn't
You're up
majority of your
here
people at the
defending
Capitol.
the black culture, right? That's what black culture is in
When
this
you
country.
ever seen black culture go into disrespect the capital of the United
What?
States?
Gotcha, Paul. So just hypothetically, I forget what city you're in, but if you have 2,000 pissed off people in your city, would you prefer them take a flight to DC and fuck up Nancy Pelosi's desk?
No, I
Or
would
would you,
rather
hold on
them
one
take
second,
Donald
Paul.
Trump's head off.
Or would you rather them set your city on fire and loot? Which one would you rather have,
I'm
Paul?
sorry, they didn't just
I
I'm so
would
boom
sorry,
Nancy
but hold
rather.
on one
Pelosi's
second. She
desk.
came up here to play Captain Save-A-Ho because she recognized she's a smart person. She said, this person is dumb as fuck. Let me get up there and help them.
Oh no, because
So
you're
Actually,
I'm
no.
gonna
like
talk to
stunning
Paul
me
right
with your
now. Hold on
intelligence
one
right now.
second. Okay, so Paul, what would you rather have?
I would
Them
have
fuck up your
rather.
city or fly to DC? Go ahead, Paul.
I would have rather Donald Trump and Charlie switch places.
There you go. Smart answer as always from Paul.
Yes.
Smart answer. Paul, you
And
are
then,
so bad. You are so bad at defending whatever the fuck you believe in. Just look at what happened. This conversation started off with me saying, are you going to a No Kings protest? Your dumbass says yes. And then I say, well, what are you going to accomplish? You have no fucking clue. I
yeah,
said,
because I
what are
just
you
wanted
going
to.
to support?
I'm
You said,
not going
and I
to
wrote
no.
it down. You said support King. You have
Uh,
no clue.
yeah, I don't have a clue.
So
I
what
can't.
is the No
That
King?
was
What,
not my. That was not my intention of coming up here to the panel. I wasn't
but yet
coming up
I
here to
still
talk about
embarrassed you
King.
when it came to that.
You didn't embarrass me. You only be embarrassing yourself,
Yes, I only
baby
be
daddy.
embarrassing myself. Okay, no problem. But
You know, I haven't been up here in a while, but I
I
came
know,
to pray for
Paul,
you. I
you've
came to
been
pray for you.
missed. If I were you, and I'm
I
not
came
you,
to pray for
if
you.
I were you, I would fucking block me.
I
If
came to
I were
pray
you,
for
so you're
you.
not tempted to come up here and look like a fucking idiot
I came to pray for
every fucking
you.
time.
I
Go ahead,
came to
Paul.
pray for you. I came to pray for you.
You came to pray for me. Well, you could do that without coming up here and looking like a fool. You
I
realize that,
wanted the
right? You
whole
could pray
panel
for
to.
me.
I wanted the panel to hear the prayer.
Oh, okay. All right. Paul, listen. I am sure that you're a very nice person, and your family and your friends fucking adore you. Okay, because you do have a nice, innocent side to you, but you embarrass yourself every time you're here. Every
You
time you
don't
come
think
up here,
that your
you
panel is
embarrass
an
yourself.
embarrassment,
So, I
baby
mean, it
daddy?
is what it is, Paul. I don't know what the fuck to say to you, Paul.
I mean, do you ever, like, when you go to sleep at night, do you just lay there thinking about how much you hate everyone, including yourself?
No, what I hate is the only people I hate, and it does not matter their skin color, political party, religion. The only people I cannot stand are people that are not based in facts, reality, and lack common sense. And
So you
Okay,
that's
hate
the
so
yourself.
problem.
you see
That's
how
the.
he
Hold
brought
on
up
one second
January
down
6th?
there, Slim. Hold on, I'll get to you.
He brought up
That's the
January
problem.
6th, yet you're deflecting? You're deflecting from that.
So you hate
Wait,
yourself.
hold on one second, Slim. Wait, actually, you know what, Slim? Let me get on your fucking neck now.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Slim,
I
tell
love that.
me what is one thing that I have said since you've been here that I've said that is inaccurate? Please go ahead.
I mean, you just comparing Charlie Kirk and what happened with George Floyd is inaccurate all in itself. It's not a good
Oh,
comparison.
okay,
Doesn't
you're
even
right.
make
You're right.
sense.
I'm not. You're right.
Not even a.
Comparing. Hold on one second. Let me respond. You, anybody comparing Charlie Kirk and St. George Floyd, that's dumb to do, right? Charlie Kirk was a good man.
It's
St. George
absolutely
Floyd
dumb.
was a career
One
criminal.
got
He was a
killed by a white guy,
scumbag
one
piece of
got killed by
shit, right?
authorities.
All right.
Big
So,
difference.
and I'm not comparing those two people. What I'm talking about is the reaction. So I'm going to try again.
Okay. You're still dumb and it still
What
doesn't make
did I
sense.
say that's inaccurate? Go ahead, floor is yours.
So Charlie Kirk getting unalived by some mad
I
white
did not
kids.
say it. Once again, first impression, dumb as fuck.
I've already been
Okay,
So
up
why are
here
you
I
just
several
sitting
said
there
to
times
you,
and
talking
I
over
kill
hold on
you
Lady
one
every
Elaine
second,
and
time.
hold
calling
on
her
one second.
stupid?
Wait, hold on one second. We're not going to burn
He
shit
always
down.
resorts
This
to
isn't going to
insults with
turn
me.
into a BLM riot where you guys start looting and burning shit to the ground. Okay, I'm
You
going to
always
I mean, no one's
resort
being
to
aggressive,
All
but
right,
insults
so
when you're losing.
hold on. So once again, you came up here and said I'm saying a whole bunch of inaccurate shit.
Right, absolutely.
I'm looking for something I said that is inaccurate.
And I'm trying to explain to you, you cannot
Go ahead,
compare
floor is yours.
authorities,
I guess he's gone.
unaliving somebody to a kid unaliving somebody. You're gonna get a different reaction.
Okay, but
Authorities,
okay,
it
hold on.
hits
Let me
home. It's our
respond. Let
government.
me
It hits
respond.
different. So yeah,
Okay,
you're gonna
so
get a little bit of craziness because it's a little bit
these
hurtful. But a
okay
little
these
white
two
guy, yeah, maybe you're just gonna get a little prayer.
okay so these two idiots up here, they brought up January 6th. On January 6th, authorities, right, an employee of the U.S. government killed a Trump supporter in Ashley Babbitt. How many white people set fires and looted after that?
What
Who
who
was
knows
actually
about
Wait,
that?
wait.
We've
Go
already,
ahead.
hold
Go
on,
ahead, stuttering.
Who
Go
knows
ahead.
about
You're
that?
already
Go
stuttering.
ahead.
Go
Who knows
ahead.
about it? Who knew about it? Was
The
it
whole
worldwide? Was it
the whole
broadcasted all
world.
over the news?
Yes, it was.
So I knew about it. Did you guys? I don't know anything about it. So
Wait,
let me
I
help you
know about it.
understand.
I
Hold on.
knew
Let
nothing
me
about
help
it.
you
What the
understand
fuck?
how they intentionally broadcast. It's plain. We already went through this. I've been on your panels. They intentionally
Did I
broadcast
call you a
the
dumb
black
motherfucker your first time
people
here?
getting unalived by cops when we both know. Hold on, that white people get unalived by cops more than black people. Are we aware of that? Yes, we're aware of that. Who gets broadcasted all over the news so that we can create this race war? Bird brain,
Oh,
the
I'm the
black
bird.
person. So of
You think
course
I'm
you're
the
gonna
bird
get a
brain?
reaction this way because we don't even know about the white guy that gets killed by the cops.
In all
Yeah, you
seriousness,
shut up every time. Go ahead, call me an idiot. Go
no.
ahead.
In all
That's what you do
seriousness,
every time.
do you think, like, just the couple minutes you've been up here, do you think you come off intelligent?
This is what you do every time. Talk to me. Why do you
Dave,
always
are you
resort
the
to you're
intelligent
trying
one?
Okay.
to talk? What did I
Wait,
say
I was
wrong?
talking to you.
Okay, what did I say wrong? So again, when it comes to this, we are aware that YT people get unalived by cops more than black people. Who gets broadcasted all over the news? The black person. This is why you get the outrage for the black person and not the white person. What part don't you get?
So does that justify looting and fires
It's
being
no,
set?
but your comparison, when you said, why didn't we do it for the white guy? It's because nobody knew about it.
I can assure you, everybody knew about it, right?
I
Yeah.
didn't.
Okay, well, I don't know.
Dave, you know for a fact nobody knew about that.
Nobody knows because it's
Nobody. No, wait. Are you?
intentional.
Wait. Hold
Just
on
like
one
nobody
second.
It's
knew about you,
intentional,
Dave.
and you're
No,
a
no, no.
fucking
Hold on.
puppet of
Once
fucking
again, if
bird
you
brain
guys want
to
to sit
allow
here
them
and
to
lie to
divide and
yourself,
conquer
wait.
when you're
Hold on,
still you're a
dumbass.
modern day slave,
Hold
just like
on,
a
dumb
black
ass.
person. Who
Once
is
again,
at the
if you
top,
remember
and they're
back to
using
the
idiots like you to
yes, I'm the
divide and
idiot. You're the
conquer.
smart one. No problem. But if
You're an
you
idiot.
remember, okay, if you go back and watch the coverage on January 6th, there was a whole bunch of chaos because there were shots fired in the Capitol, right? And you saw people running and stuff like that. There was video of the gunshot coming through the window at Ashley Babbitt.
It
So
wasn't
for
through the.
you,
She was already through the
hold on
Can
window.
I
one
ask
second.
you
Let me
something, Dave? Dave, can I ask
hold
you
on
something?
1 second. Once
Are
again,
you
this is
saying? Are you
hold
really
on.
saying
This is
about
not a
a
BLM
fucking?
rally. Shut the fuck up.
Are you really saying that a cop that unalived somebody that was attacking the fucking government building, like we were supposed to riot for that? Or is that what your point is?
Let me say it slower. The
Please
point.
do.
Okay, very good. The point was that a government official allegedly killed St. George Floyd. Meanwhile, it was fentanyl, but we'll move past that.
But he's in
We
jail
can't just
for
move past
prison
that. You can
for
just
it.
say
Well,
something
He's
wrong and
in
then say we'll
prison.
move past
listen,
that.
He's in
listen.
prison for it. So, anyways,
Chauvin will get pardoned very soon, and you
but
guys are
pardon
all
does not mean
invited
that
to
you were
my
right.
house for a
Pardoned
fucking
by
cookout.
who? Trump?
Well,
Anyways,
technically, he's going to need to
continue.
get pardoned for the state charges as well. So I think he'll work out a deal
When you talk
with
about it when it happens,
with
we
that
can't talk about what
numbnuts
hasn't happened yet.
Waltz.
But
Wait,
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
He's in prison. Talk about
Very
when it
good.
happens. It hasn't happened yet. As of right now, he is a convicted killer. So next.
Gotcha. Okay, so regardless, there was a government official that was on your boy's neck, right? The career criminal that you support.
So back to your
Um,
January 6th. Why did
right,
we go
and
to
then
George
there was a
Floyd?
government
What
official that
happened?
there
I
was a
love embarrassing you.
you're doing great. I think you're
I
doing great.
am. I am. Because
You
everybody
are.
else, you have them. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You can't do that shit with me. You look stupid every time I come up
What?
here.
Oh, he
You're
can't do
so
What
that
can
with
you
smart.
me.
say?
You're so
What can
smart.
you say? Every point you're
So
making is fucking idiotic. And it's
absolutely.
sickening that you are so, and you claim to be smart. And you know what? You might be smart. I think that you just,
I
and
just said
you
I'm
like,
dumb. You're the
I
smart
think
one.
you like, I think you like being on the side. You know, your white supremacy, you like stuff like that. But the truth of the matter is that Americans, white or black, are getting fucked over by the upper people, and they're using stupid bird brains like you to continue it on so we can fight against each other instead against them. You're the fucking idiot that they're using as a fucking puppet, and you don't even realize it. You're an idiot. So
Exactly.
again, back to your
Some may
prompt.
say,
Back to
some
your
may
prompt, you
say,
cannot compare George Floyd getting unalived by a fucking officer to Charlie Kirk getting unalived by a fucking white fucking angry person. It's different. The outrage was different because of the fucking who it was. It's authority. It's our government. That's why it happened worldwide. It wasn't just fucking America that was going crazy. The whole world went crazy. Not because it was a black man. It was because it was authority. You fucking idiot.
wait, just 2 seconds ago you said I was smart, and now I'm an
No,
idiot
I
again.
said you
Which
could
one?
be. You want to play smart. You like your white supremacy. So you
Oh,
like
I
these
fucking love
talking
it.
points because you want to talk to people who maybe not know enough. But between you and I, you're a fucking idiot. You're a puppet and you're stupid. And this is just facts. You
Right,
are up
but
here comparing two things that don't even make fucking sense.
And
You
I
one
call
thing
love.
Charlie
about
Kirk
Charlie,
a fucking racist ass
Hold
man
on,
who got
Paul. This
unalived by a
dumbass is
white
having
guy
a
is not the
meltdown. Let her
same
go.
as the government unaliving somebody right before our eyes. And then you're
Gotcha.
gonna say it was fentanyl, it wasn't him. Well, he's in prison for it. We can talk about that later, but right now he's in prison for it. So what's up?
So what's up? Listen,
Exactly.
I
There he
love
goes. He
nothing
never
more.
can debate me. He only
Listen,
goes to
hold on.
insults.
Let me just
Have a good day,
explain.
my love. Goodbye.
Oh, go ahead, girl. You did good. You
she
did
did
good.
great. She did great. She
No,
she
she
ate
did
you. She
really.
ate you up,
And
Dave.
what was just once again? What was her best point that she made?
The
I
best
think
point
her
that
point
she
where she was
made
talking
is
about
that
like,
you lack.
Wait, hold on. One at a time. Go ahead. What was the
I feel
best
like
point
you
that
lack.
she made?
The best point she made is that you have selective hearing, and
Okay.
that you like to pay attention to the things that isn't important. Like
Okay,
what's
that's a
going
great
on in the
point to make.
country.
Okay.
Yes. You want to
Okay,
talk
let
about.
the other person go. What was the best point that unhinged, ignorant black woman made? What was her
okay,
best
well,
point?
if you want to actually listen to her instead of calling her unhinged and ignorant, what she was saying when she said, you're just sitting here like arguing about stuff that doesn't really matter. You're just playing the game that the rich people want you to play, which this is
And,
exactly what they want you to do.
and
It's
what
it's
game is
not it's
that?
not
I don't
about,
get that.
oh, us
So
versus them.
you
It's
think the
about
rich
race. It's
people?
about party lines. It's about everything under the sun besides, oh, how about we look at the people, I don't know, who own all the money.
Oh,
Literally,
here we go.
we don't have health care. We can barely buy houses. The job market is awful. We're not getting paid enough. Like, the groceries are going through the roof. And what are we doing? We're sitting here arguing about Charlie Kirk and George Floyd. Who does that help? Who are we
So you're
informing about
saying the
anything?
rich people want me to bring up dumbasses and let them embarrass
So,
themselves?
Dave, are you listening
Wait,
to the
hold on,
You're
Paul.
APA?
I'm
falling for it
talking
right now. It
to.
doesn't matter what you think. This is just the culture
No,
that you
I'm
were
trying
brought
to
up
figure
in. You
out what
think
you're
this
saying.
will
You're
make you
saying
look
that the
smart.
rich
Really, just is
people.
making you look stupid because
Right,
instead of
I'm
seeing
dumb.
the big picture, well, I mean, you've been calling everyone dumb the entire time you've been here. So don't act like, oh, I'm just this crazy person now. But really, you're just making it about race. You're making it about party lines. You're making it about everything but what it should really be about. This is not what politics needs to be about. It's not really what it should be about.
But to be fair, there are black people in this country that recognize certain things, right? They recognize Muslims are a terrible religion. They understand that the Democrats, it's a dying breed in
But
this
why aren't
country.
you saying the
They
Mexicans
recognize
realize
Why
that
do you
that
think
black
black
Democrats are a
people.
dying breed?
Wait, hold on one second. Wait,
No,
I'm
I
sorry.
think
What
we
was
might
your
agree
question?
on this.
Okay,
Dave, why do you always
but
point
there are
out black
also
people
smart. Hold
realizes
on,
this?
Paul. Hold on, Paul. There are also black people that realize that there's a shit ton of black people in this country that they're playing victim for shit that happened to their ancestors, right? And kudos to them. They are
Well,
saying
it still
that
affects them to this
that
day.
victim card has expired, right? But here you two are. So go
But the
ahead.
thing is, Dave, the thing is, you
Well,
keep
there was
on
still
bringing up
redlining
black
up
people.
until.
They realize this black people, black people.
When
Yet
was
you never
redlining?
bring
Wait,
up.
hold on, Paul, hold on. When was redlining outlawed?
Only like 20, 30 years ago, they were still doing it. Do you even know what redlining is, first of all?
Wait, hold on 1 second. When was it outlawed? Give me an exact year. You said 20 years ago. So
Oh
you're
my God,
saying
you want an
this?
exact year for everything. You're just sitting here. You want to argue about semantics just to make me look stupid. It doesn't matter. It was a thing. It wasn't that long ago.
And how
That's
has
all that really matters.
listen, Sassy? How has redlining affected you?
What are we talking about me? You brought up black people. Am I black? No, I'm not. So why are you
Okay,
saying it was
how has
affecting me?
redlining affected any of your black friends? Now,
Okay.
am I really?
Like no,
Wait,
you're
hold on
just
1 second. Be
again and
honest.
again. Like
Be
you really
honest.
don't want to. You really
I
don't
don't
want
want
to
to
argue
what?
about the things that really matter. No, you just
Wait,
want to bring up
you're the
race
one
for
that brought up
everything.
redlining.
Everything
You
has to be
brought
about
up
race. No,
redlining.
because I started talking about something that you didn't like because I don't know. I assume maybe we would have similar, maybe not. Maybe you're a bootlicker. I don't know. But you just bring it back to race every single time. Like, why is this the only thing you want to talk about? Is it because you're racist?
Wait, just quick question. Who brought up redlining, me or you?
I brought it up because you started going on a rant about how, oh, black people are just playing the victim card when that's not what I was talking about. But you said, oh, can we just acknowledge that black people want to play the victim card because you're trying to get me to go into something, a completely different topic.
But why bring up something you have no clue about?
Do you think you have a clue
Hold
about the
on,
black
Paul. Paul,
community?
once again, you're a great Captain Save-A-Ho, but let me focus
You
on this one
still,
for a
no, because
second.
you still don't want to talk about any real issues.
So you bringing up redlining, is that a real issue or not?
What?
You brought it up, so I
Okay,
assume it's a real
I brought
issue.
what came right before that. You brought it right back to race. The second it veered a little bit away, you just brought it right back because that's all you want to talk about. You want white people, black people to just hate each other. I don't know why that's your big
No. What
thing.
I want people to live in reality based on facts.
But
And
how
for
It
is the
doesn't
black
seem like you
hold on,
do.
community?
Paul. Hold on, Paul.
Dave,
And
can
for
I
your
make a point here? Can I
hold
make a
on,
point?
Paul. Hold on 1 second. For you to sit up here and bitch about redlining when you have no clue when it was outlawed, you can't give me one example of one black person that you know or anybody that has been affected by it. That's the problem, right?
Oh my God,
You
because it's
idiots
still all you
blurt
want to
out
talk
all these
about.
words and sayings. You have no clue what the fuck you're talking about.
No,
Can
because I'm
I
an idiot. I
have,
don't know
hold on one
anything.
second, Paul. I have this idiot Paul here saying she's going to a No Kings protest today to celebrate the king. She has no clue what the fuck is going on.
I
No
I don't
fucking
wasn't. I
understand.
clue.
I
was.
don't
I
understand why
was
she said that either.
really.
But
I wasn't coming up here to even talk about that. I wanted to be funny with you. So
I thought you
if you
came up
feel
to
like
pray for me.
I do, I came up here to pray for you. Are you ready?
No, I don't need your prayer. I don't understand why you couldn't do that from the chat though.
Because I wanted to come up here and pray for you in front of the panel.
No, that's okay.
I mean, you may just like the prayer, you know?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
You prefer
All
to
right.
argue instead of the
Final
prayer?
word to you both because I'm going to move on to other people because I
oh,
feel
thank
that the
God. Yeah, I don't need
combined
any final words.
IQ between the both of you
You didn't
is
even let me land my plane.
is at the very most 8. Go ahead, Paul.
Okay, so you're asking him how did redlining
Wait.
affect.
You came up here to play Captain Save-A-Ho, and the hoe just left.
Okay,
But
but
go
even
ahead,
though
Paul. Final word.
you said that you asked him how did redlining affect his black friends, okay?
Yeah.
How do the black community affect your white friends? Because it
I
seems
think.
like you're very obsessed with the black community because you always using it as I mean, you reflect on it so much. You know, you never talk about like the white issues in America, but I mean, there are so many other cultures here in America, yet you always bring up the black community.
Well, to be fair,
Black people, black people.
I have 3 different groups of people up here, right? And I think the majority of them in each group, they're so fucking lost and Muslims responsible for a lot of terrorist
Do you
attacks.
not think that
Wait, why are you interrupting my fucking answer, Paul?
because it's
The
not making
Democrats,
sense?
they're a dying breed once again in this country. They're failing miserably. And black Americans, unfortunately, there's just a lot of people that are lost, right?
But why is it your concern?
Because if all three of these groups, one, wake the fuck up and deal with reality,
If we have a black
possibly that
community,
would make America great again.
how does the black community affect Dave?
Um, well, for starters, I have dumbasses coming up here saying the bullshit that they're saying, right?
But how does it affect you?
And number two, if anybody is murdered in this country, statistically, it is most likely a black person
But
that
if
shot
it's
and
black
killed
on
them.
black crime in the black community, how does that affect you as a white man?
But once again, it doesn't matter if it's my black friends or my white friends.
You don't have black
If
friends.
God forbid, I have plenty of black friends.
No, you have black associates. You don't
No,
have
I
black
have plenty
friends.
of black friends. But if one of them, God forbid, were murdered today, unfortunately, it is most likely a black person that
No,
killed
you
them.
would say, oh
So
well,
that's
that's
how
one
black
less black
America
person.
affects me.
You would say
You know what
that's
I
one
mean?
less black person we have to worry about.
Wait, say that again?
You would just say, well, that's one less, hard ER we have to worry about.
See, that's the ridiculous bullshit that you say every time you're up here.
Oh, I
And
never said
and
that.
Paul,
Now
once
you know
again,
I
Paul,
never said that.
if I did not enjoy embarrassing the fuck out of you, I would not bring you up, right? As soon as I see you in the queue, it's like Christmas morning
Oh
that
yeah,
you
I
come
feel the
up
same way. As
here
soon as I see you, I say,
and
oh shit.
like just imagine, Paul. I don't know who you're closest with, whether it's like a sibling or a family member or a coworker, whoever you're closest with. Just imagine if they went to my YouTube page and listened to this replay, and your dumbass is up here saying you're going to a No Kings protest, and you have no clue what the fuck it's all about.
I'm not
Do you
talking
think they
about
would be
King. I'm
impressed with
talking
you?
about Dave. I'm not talking about King. I'm talking about Dave.
Wait,
You
do
keep
you know
bringing up
what the No
King.
Kings protest?
I don't care about what the King protest is about.
Oh fuck
That's
me.
like asking me, do I know what the abortion protest is about? I don't care about that. That's not something that affects my life. You know,
You're
we're
amazing,
talking
Paul.
about the racist antics that you like to bring up. Like the little 18-year-old said, you want to turn the white people against the black people and vice versa. You're
No,
not here.
because
You're,
Paul, there's been multiple times when a black person is sitting up here with us,
you
and
know
they
why? You
essentially
know
tell
how
you to
many
shut the
white
fuck
people
up.
have come up here saying the same thing about other white people? Of course there are white people that feel the same way as black people, and there's black people that feel the same way like you white people feel.
Very
So
good, very
hey,
good.
that
So
is
it's
what it
not
is.
about race. You're
It
proving my
is
point.
because
It's
you
not
only
about
see
race. It's
you only
about, can you deal with facts, reality, and have common sense? That's
you
all.
only thing
That's
that is
all.
common sense that you feel like you're having dialogue with. Anybody else that is telling you facts, the truth, you don't hear that. You don't want to hear that because it's not a Republican that is saying it.
Okay, so what is one fact that you or the other two idiots brought up that I didn't acknowledge? Go ahead.
You didn't acknowledge when the little 18-year-old was talking about, you know, January the 6th. You asked, would we prefer um, a, a crowd that is outraged to go in and mess up Nancy Pelosi's desk, or would we prefer, I guess, like a riot that happened during summer 2020? Would we prefer that?
So
Definitely would prefer.
how is
I would
that not
definitely prefer
acknowledging
a.
what?
I definitely would prefer rioting and looting over going to the Capitol and disrespecting it. You have
That's
never
smart.
seen in
That's
the.
smart. That's
You
smart,
never
Paul.
seen
You're a
in
smart one.
history. You have never seen in history people going inside the Capitol disrespecting it.
Okay. And
So
how did people quote unquote disrespecting the Capitol affect you?
What do you mean? It didn't affect you? It didn't make you feel some type of way? Like, wow, what type of country are we really living in when you can go inside the Capitol and just destroy it and disrespect it in the way that they did? You don't think anything is wrong with that? You don't think
But
that our
just you put on your common sense hat just for a minute. I know it's hard, but let's just say the city of Pittsburgh was burnt to the ground, or there's multiple buildings looted and burnt down. That would affect me more than the Capitol
so
being
did
fucked
it
up,
not
right?
affect you when
Wait, I'm
you
sorry,
always say like
Paul.
black
Can you,
people.
Paul, answer the question directly? What affects Americans more? Local businesses and stores they shop at burnt to the ground, or the Capitol being, as you put it, quote
What
unquote,
what what
disrespected?
affects us more is this type of propaganda and rhetoric that you're pushing. That is what affects us more because it causes division between the people. You're not here for
But
inclusion
but
and
Paul, do you see how I've asked you multiple questions, and
yes,
you
that's just
I don't know if you're not processing it or what's going on, but
but how
you
can you be a solution instead of the problem? How can you be a solution to what's going on? How can you
Paul,
help? How can you
Paul,
help America be better versus you coming up here, opening up your panel and spewing hate
well,
across
Paul,
the
once
board?
again, I've said this before. My goal is when black people attend my broadcast, the next time they look in the mirror and put their cocoa butter, their hair gel, and whatever they're doing, they look in that mirror and say, no white man is going to hold me down today. So
Yes,
that is
I don't have to look in the mirror to say
my
that.
gift to the black community. So you're welcome.
I'm saying, how do black people affect you, Dave? Because you're so passionate
Wait, can
about,
you acknowledge my gift to the black community? What have you done for the black community?
Oh, I do a lot for the black
Besides
community.
embarrass the fuck
I
out of
do
them.
a lot for the black
Okay,
community.
what have you
But
done?
I
Tell
am a
me.
part of the black community.
You
You're
are a
not.
part of it. You're an
You're not.
embarrassment.
You're
You're
not a
a
part of it.
fucking embarrassment. What have you done for the black community, Paul? Go ahead.
Why are you so obsessed with us?
Paul, can you? You said to me, "What are you doing for the black community?" I said, "Listen, cocoa butter. No white person's holding me fucking back
Why are
today.
you
That
talking about
simple."
cocoa butter? Why aren't you talking
I'm a big
about
fan.
the
So, Paul,
whitey
answer
people
me
who are
directly.
sunbathing? You're not talking
What
about the
have you
sunbath.
done for the black community? Go ahead, Paul.
I do a lot for the black community.
Okay, give me an example, please.
I give back. I do a
How do you
lot for
give
our
back, Paul?
community.
How do you give back?
I go into the community. I have different events that I host for children who are impoverished.
And
And
what
so
do you
a lot
do?
of these,
What do you do at these events?
I give to them.
Like
I
what? What do you
give
give them?
different things, whatever they're in
Certainly
need
not
of.
knowledge. That's for damn sure. What do
Different
you give
things
them?
that they're in need of, and it's
Like
definitely
what?
knowledge.
Like what, Paul?
What do you mean? Like how to stay away from people like Dave, because
Oh no.
Dave is definitely intentional. Like he's
Dave is
definitely
intentional.
intentional.
Put that on a t-shirt.
He definitely do not care about the black community.
We
You know,
definitely do not care.
he don't care about America at all. Because if we're gonna be technical, we're gonna make America great again. That means that we would get rid of people who are like you, who go around spewing hate. We need more people who are talking about inclusion and love. Love is the powerful thing of all things, you know, and
Wait,
that's
let
what
me write
you
that down. Love is a powerful thing. Love is
above
a
all things.
powerful thing of all things.
Yes, and maybe you should
Wise.
practice it,
Wise.
and it'll become a
So
habit.
wise. Such a wordsmith you are, Paul. Final word that I'm moving on. You're an absolute disaster, Paul. And if I'm part of the black
Well, it
community, which
takes
I
one to
am
know
not,
one. It
Paul,
takes a
and Paul,
disaster to
if
know
I'm
one.
part of the black community, I would beg you never to appear up here again because you are an embarrassment.
That's
But
what the
good.
white
Final word
people
to you,
think about
Paul.
you, Dave. They think the same thing about you. The white people are embarrassed by you.
Yeah.
They think that you are a joke.
Yeah.
You know, you think all these white people like you? they want to get rid of people like you.
Yeah,
You know,
you
you're
did so
one of the
good,
ones
Paul.
that were probably out there at the Capitol, ready to destroy it.
Okay, very wise.
Yes, Dave, and you know that. That's why you need to pray more to your God, whatever God that is, and his name is Satan.
Oh no. Okay.
Yes, if you have more love in your heart, you wouldn't even have this live up. You've been running this live for I don't know how long. You know why? Because it runs your little coins up and it runs your little minions over here so that they can be jump on board and you have your little cheerleaders to agree with you
I'll
instead
be
of you
honest.
saying,
I'll be honest with you. There are broadcasts where there's like 10,000 comments. I don't acknowledge any of the comments ever. Very rarely. When I look down on my phone to let somebody else up, I will see I see two comments on my screen right now. I'm not worried about that. But
but
they
Dave, do you
know
think
the one thing that they do know is in my broadcast, we're going to have some Muslims, we're going to have some Democrats, and we're going to have some black Americans come up and
what
embarrass the
about the
fuck out of
Hispanics?
themselves.
What
That's
about
for
the
damn
Hispanics
sure.
and Native
That's
Americans?
for
Why
damn
aren't they
sure.
on the panel? Why aren't the Native Americans and the Hispanics and the the JWs? Why aren't they up
But
there?
once again, I don't want anybody to steal the spotlight from you,
They
the
can't steal
person you
anything
tried to
that's
save, and that dumbass that was down below.
how
Because
can
all
they
I want is I want the spotlight on you, and you embarrass the fuck out
why
of
don't you
yourself.
put it on Trump and the high priest of Israel? Why don't you put it on them?
Maybe down the road I will.
Why Dave, why don't you go
And
outside
I'll be
like
honest with
Charlie?
you, Paul. Can I tell you a grievance I have with people on this app? For months and months and months, I got on the Muslims. I got on their fucking necks. And there's no thank you from them that I'm on Black Americans' necks. Okay? I think the Muslims should be sending me flowers, should be sending me
Why are you
thank
against
you
the
letters
Muslims?
every
Why are
fucking
you
day
against
that
the
I'm off
Muslims?
their fucking neck.
Why are you
Because
against the
I'm
Muslims?
on your neck now, right? Now, sometime very soon, I'm gonna get back on the Muslims' necks. Don't get me wrong, I didn't forget, okay? But recently, for a couple weeks now, it's been black people coming up and embarrassing the fuck out of themselves.
I'm saying, why aren't you? What did the Muslims do to affect you?
Once again, if God forbid there was a terrorist attack, we know what religion they are, right?
Oh,
God forbid somebody
you're
put on a
so
suicide vest,
yeah, I
we
see.
know what religion they are. It's not the Jews doing it, Paul.
Yeah, because they're causing genocide. We know that much. You know.
Paul, listen to me. You have no clue what the fuck is going on here at home, let
Look how
alone what the
upset you
fuck is
are.
going
You
on.
must be a
Paul,
Jew.
Paul, I would bet you $10,000 that if I pulled out a blank map and said, point to Israel for me, you would have no fucking clue how to get
Because Israel is stolen land. Like
there
they
we
live
go.
on the
Good
Palestine.
response. All right.
Of course, we wouldn't know. They took it from the Palestinians. Of course.
But in all seriousness, if I pulled out a blank map and I was sitting right next to you, could you point to Israel on a blank map?
I wouldn't care about Israel even being
Fuck
a
no, you
part of the
could.
map
Exactly. Could you
because
point to fucking
Israel
North?
needs to be defunded
Could you
ASAP.
Okay, could you point to North Dakota on
I'm
an empty
sure
map?
you are using your tax dollars to pay to support the genocide, right? In Gaza.
Paul, could you
Oh,
point to North
oh.
Dakota on a blank map?
It's nothing on a blank map.
Like if I just had the 50 states on a map, no capitals, no state abbreviations, nothing. Could you point to North Dakota? Like North Dakota's right here?
On a blank map.
Yeah.
It's nothing on a blank map, Dave.
Oh fuck man. Okay. What state is below North Dakota?
What state is below North Dakota?
Yeah.
Tell me.
You Paul, once again, I'm not part of the black community. I am a cheerleader for the black community.
No,
But
you're a cheerleader for. You're a cheerleader
if
for
I
Trump.
was part of the
You're
black
a cheerleader
community,
for Trump. That's why you're hiding
I
in the
would be in
closet.
your DMs saying, how much money do I have to pay you not to
Dave,
embarrass us
you're
again?
in a closet. You're not even bold as Charlie to stand outside in front of a crowd and spew your rhetoric. Because you know
Man,
for a fact
man,
the
you
same
couldn't tell
the
me what
same
state
thing
is
would
below
happen
North
the
Dakota.
same
I
thing would
mean, like, I
happen to
can't take
you.
you in a serious way.
The same thing that happened to Charlie would have happened to you by now. That's why you're in a closet.
Would you celebrate the fact if I was shot and killed?
I would be like, dang, I hate that for Dave.
Right, of
I hate
course,
that for Dave. I was hoping, even though we don't agree on anything,
of
I
course.
still think you're hilarious.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you. My feelings for you are the same. I think you're funny as fuck. I think you're dumb, but I think you're
I
dumb in
think
like
you're
an
dumb as well. It's
entertaining
like
way.
we
Like
think
you're very dumb. I just asked
yes.
you literally what state is below North Dakota. No fucking clue. Okay, but
You think
I
I care about
enjoy.
what's below North Dakota? You don't see no damn black people in North Dakota or South Dakota.
I
I don't give a
gotcha.
damn about no damn North Dakota and South Dakota.
You are a special kind of stupid, and I appreciate
Yes.
people like you all the
And
fucking
you
time.
know what's crazy? What's so crazy? It takes a stupid person to know one, right?
Okay, so that makes me stupid as well.
Yes. You know you're stupid, Dave. You're
I
fucking
swear to you, I think people think that I put an ad on Craigslist and I interview people like you. Because there are people that I know for a fact from
I
the
didn't even
feedback
know
I get
Craigslist was
that
still
they're like,
around.
there's no way in hell that somebody like Paul exists in this country.
Yes,
So
Paul
not
does
only does
exist.
one of them exist, dozens and dozens. I've had 3 up here in a half an hour.
You know you like talking to me, Dave.
I love talking to you, Paul, and the reason why I love talking to you is
And
you drive my point
all of
home.
your cheerleaders can go to the nearest hell. Because they love to get up here and talk shit as well with you about Paul. And they know, they should know
Not
by
one
now.
person ever has come up here and talked about Paul.
Oh, yeah, they like to get up here and discuss me. But you know what? I love the fame. I love the 5 seconds of fame on your panel. And it's 197 people on here. And you could actually be a person, a voice of reason, but you choose to be a voice of treason instead.
That rhymes. That's very catchy. Hold on,
Yes.
hold on 1 second. We got my friend back. My friend is back.
Yes, I'm so glad she's back so she
All
can
right,
talk to
Paul.
you
Paul,
instead.
I'll catch you later. Very good. I appreciate you, Paul, as always.
But
Slim,
hold
what
on.
brings you back
I'm
up,
gonna come right
Slim?
back. Add me back when I come back.
You
Wait.
said, you
I'm
know
gonna
what?
come right
I had
back.
one meltdown. Let
You
me get up there
idiot.
and have another one.
Hold on.
Floor is
I'm gonna
yours.
come right back. Add me back when I come back. Add me back.
Where are you going? Not her putting me on hold. What the fuck?
Yo,
Call me.
I've been here before, Dave. Why do you do that?
Why did you do what?
Why do you do? If anybody disagrees with you, they immediately become an idiot, or they're stupid as fuck, or they're a dumbass. Why is that your thing? You got this prompt up here, and all you do is ridicule any and everybody that disagree with you. What's the fucking point of having a conversation if you have to ridicule them to make yourself sound intelligent?
Okay, so there are people that come up here and have an intelligent conversation based in facts, right? So was there one fact since you've walked in here? I don't know how long you've been here. Was
Been here
there
for a while,
one?
actually.
Hold on 1 second. Let me finish. Was there one fact that was said that I criticized?
I don't. What was the chick that just came up and dropped again? What was her name? Slim. I think
Slim.
his name. I think her name. Slim hit you with a plethora, and all you did was
Okay.
dismiss each and every one of them. And
All
then
right.
when she left, you called
Tell
her a
me one
dumbass.
fact that she said, please.
But when she told you that trying to compare what happened to Charlie Kirk and what happened to George Floyd were two completely different situations, you dismissed it and you disregarded
And the
everything that
reason,
she said
sir,
after it
the
simply because
reason
you
why I
disagreed.
dismissed it is what I'm talking about is the reaction to each death. And for
And
her to, hold on one second, for her to say, well, it was essentially a government employee that took out George Floyd. There was a government employee that killed somebody on January 6th, but Trump supporters did not go eat shit and burn cities down, right? So I acknowledge what she said. What's another fact that she gave that made sense to you?
we didn't even get to finish talking about that one.
Okay, go ahead.
So you think that just because the event that was taking place that matters more so than the killing?
I don't understand. I'm sorry. The event meaning what?
The January 6th thing. You think that simply because she was killed, even though she was in the wrong, it's noted that she was in the wrong. She was killed by somebody protecting the Capitol. That's what their job is to do, protect the Capitol. It's unfortunate that she was taken.
Was St. George Floyd in the wrong at all that day?
No, but I don't think he should have been killed either.
Was he in the wrong at all?
For selling loose cigarettes? Sure.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Is you guys don't, you're confusing two different black guys.
Oh, that's Eric Singleton.
You have no fucking clue what happened to George Floyd.
All right, George Floyd was arrested. He had the knee on his neck.
Okay, why were the cops called that day?
Don't know. I wasn't there.
You see what I mean? That's what I'm talking about.
I know why the officer.
One second. That's
no,
why
you hold on, bro. You do this thing. You do this like you ask a person a question, they start responding, and then you cut them off and you ask another question. Oh, hold on, let me talk. Let somebody else talk. Let somebody get a full point across.
To me, I cannot debate somebody that has no clue. You're up here dick riding George Floyd. You have no clue what the fuck happened.
I don't dick ride a soul, but you hate and you dick ride for Charlie Kirk. You called George Floyd a scumbag. You called George Floyd a scumbag like Charlie Kirk was Jesus. You pretend you do this pretentious ass impersonation. And it's so disgusting, bro. You swear to God, you on this good side of things. To be this upstanding citizen when you don't give a fuck about people, bruh. You don't give a fuck about nobody.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of your mouth? You say,
I'm American. I'm American. I speak English.
Impersonating? Answer me.
I just told you.
Go ahead. Who am I impersonating?
I just told you. Because you don't repeat. You don't repeat, so I'm not going to repeat.
Who am I impersonating?
And here we are. Now I'm a dumbass because I disagree and I called you an impersonator.
No, there's no
You're a fucking fraud, Dave.
You are saying
that's what you are.
I'm impersonating. Who the fuck am I impersonating?
I already told you.
And what did you say?
You're impersonating somebody that has the best interest of everybody, and you fucking don't. It's clear as fucking day. If they're not a Republican or they're not a Trump supporter, if they're not a MAGA guy, if I don't come up here as a black man and agree with you, I am automatically a dumbass to you. I am an idiot. I don't have no clue what the fuck I'm talking about.
And the reason why it has nothing to do with skin color or political party or religion that they practice.
Yeah, you say that. Yeah,
hold
everything up.
Hold on.
Hold on because you have a 1, 2, 3 up here.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. At any point, I could just drop you. Okay, and I don't want to do that. But when you come up here to talk about George Floyd, you have no clue what the fuck happened.
Okay.
You said he was selling loose cigarettes. You have no clue. So whenever I sit here
I made a mistake.
People like you ignorant, you prove my point for me.
And then I do the same thing, and then you say, well, how did I do that? And you're completely dumbfounded when I give you the reasons why you're acting the way I'm accusing you of acting. So if you want to harp on the fact that I misspoke about George Floyd, fine. If you want to make that mistake the entire conversation, do that, bro. But you're not doing what you think you're doing. You're not setting a precedence. You're not up here trying to encourage people. You say it has nothing to do with race.
Hold on 1 second.
Hold on, let me finish.
Hold on.
Please let me finish.
Hold on. I just want expectations to meet reality. My overall goal, in all seriousness, is to get ignorant people up here and let them embarrass themselves, just like you are. All right, but continue with your point.
You do this every day. But
Yes.
anyway, you say it
Guilty
has
as
nothing to
charged.
do. You say it has nothing to do with race, religion, or
Just ignorant people. Doesn't
political
matter
party.
their color
Yeah,
or
that's what
political
you
party.
say. Yet,
Just
yet,
ignorance. That's it.
yet on the prompt you have Black Americans, which is a race. You have Muslims, which is a religion, and you have Democrats, which is a political party. So which one is it? Do you
But not all black Americans are ignorant and dumb. Do you
clearly?
agree?
And not all white
Okay,
people
great.
are as ignorant and as dumb as you. Yet here
Of
we are.
course. Of course. But not all. There are Democrats that could come up and say, look, I voted for Harris. Trump is doing good here, bad here, and have a reasonable conversation. There are
But that's not the
Muslims.
prompt.
There are
That's not the
Muslims.
prompt.
Hold on one second. There are Muslims that could come up and say, look, we kind of have a PR problem, right? Unfortunately, there's some Muslims that like to put on suicide vests. So it's not everybody within each group that are horrendous people. Okay, so don't be confused on that.
No, I mean I don't have to be confused when I heard you earlier say um, that Islam is a terrible religion.
Correct.
That is generalizing. So it don't matter if I met a couple of good ones. You've already categorized them as terrible. Yeah, you talk about the terrorist acts. If a terrorist act happens in America, it's most likely a Muslim. When white people commit the most terrorist acts in this country, and it's been documented for centuries. But you pretend
I
because
got
there
you.
are a few
But
upticks.
can you tell me the last year where white people led the
January
country?
6th.
Wait,
January
what?
6th is a terrorist attack.
Wait, hold on. What do you see? Is something wrong with you? Like I wasn't even finished with my question, and you just scream out January 6th. Are you okay?
Because I knew it. I knew what you were gonna ask.
No.
When was the
What
last
was I
terror?
going to
Okay, go
ask,
ahead.
dumbass?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
The question was very simple. Tell me the
Go
last
ahead.
time.
Ask the question.
Okay, tell me the last time white people led the country in murders.
Bro, if I'm gonna be honest, I think it's every year.
Every
You're
year.
the majority of the
And
population.
that's what I'm talking about. Is your when I say you're ignorant, you're
So
proving my
you
point.
you
What I
truly
don't.
believe that quote unquote 13% of the population outweigh more than 70% of the population.
That's
You
the
truly
crazy
believe
part.
that.
That's exactly my point. That's the
And you,
problem,
and
and
you
that's why Black America is up there. So I'm holding your hand and walking you through it. That's
you no,
exactly why
that was
Black America,
that was a
as
question.
a whole, not
That wasn't
everybody,
that was
massive
a
failures.
question. Hey David, that was a question.
What? Go ahead.
That was a question. I wasn't agreeing with you. I was asking if you truly believe that.
Obviously, yes. Obviously, yes. Wait, I had to. Wait, you couldn't grasp my answer based on how I was talking there?
No, I'm just shocked that
Holy
you
fuck,
actually I'm
man.
shocked that you actually believed in the stupidity that you spew. But it makes sense because why would you not believe in some shit that you saying online unless you're here for
But
propaganda?
can't do you not understand? Like, let's just break it down very simple, right? I am sitting here running a broadcast and I say certain things, right? And then dumbasses like you come up here and run your mouth, where
I'm just not a person,
everybody in
right?
here could just go simply Google it,
I'm just
right?
not. I'm just not a user on TikTok,
And
right?
you're
I
up
have to be
here
a
just
name.
embarrassing the fuck out of yourself and the
So
black
you say,
community.
Dave. So
I'm a
you
big
say.
fan. I'm a big
So
fan.
so you
I really
say.
am.
Like I watch you do this to person after person, and when someone comes up here and they actually debate you, you cut them off, and then you create other questions that had nothing to do with the initial question. It's just a circus with you. It's question.
It
Oh,
is.
oh, oh
It
nope, I'm
is.
losing this.
It
I'm
is a
losing this
circus.
debate. Let's go to another question. Oh, could you tell me about that? Well, what do you know
But
the statistics on that?
just
Hold on. Yeah,
imagine this.
you
If I
have no
had eight,
statistics.
hold on. If
What's
I
the
had
what,
eight,
what's
and, hold
the
on,
statistic
stop,
of black people
stop.
committing murders in this
Hold on,
country?
don't. Once again, hold
Answer the
on.
question. No,
Just
you see how
imagine.
frustrating it is? Because this is exactly what you do to everybody. It's frustrating as fuck, right? To try to get a point across and then get cut off.
Right. But
Yeah, that shit is
just
annoying.
imagine if I got 8 black people up here every morning and they said, look, there is a problem within our community. Crime is high. Imagine if I had 8 black people acknowledge the problem and maybe put together some ideas on how to make it better. But instead, we have dumbasses come up here, can't even acknowledge facts, okay, and have no clue what's going on.
I'm
So
gonna
that's
break it
where
to
we're
you
at.
as a member of the black. There is not one black person that's going around this world thinking that there are no issues in the black community. There is
Okay,
not one. And if they are a child. They have no clue what the real world is like. We all understand it. We don't need the constant blast from white media to tell us what the fuck is going on when we live it daily. I don't know why y'all feel like we have no clue what's going on around us.
but
That shit
sir,
makes
you're
no
not
sense.
living in
Yeah, yeah.
reality.
Dave,
The
Dave has
fact
yet
that
to.
you
Dave has
can't
yet to talk about the
acknowledge
issues in white America. I guess they have now.
the fact that you can't acknowledge that black
I
people
just
lead
told you
the
we did.
country. No, no, no. Once again, you just blurt out words, okay? Because you're
Okay,
unhinged, okay?
that's one of
Why
your
is
favorite.
it
That's
that
one of your
you
favorite
can't?
adjectives too.
Okay, you said you have been in here before, so you have
Mm-hmm.
heard me mention that black people lead the country in murder.
And
So,
I
in
simply asked you
between the last
for the
time you were
statistic.
here, whenever that
I
was,
asked you for the statistic.
why didn't you go research it yourself?
Bro, I was on the panel when you said it,
Okay, did you go
and and
research it
and then
yourself?
when I brought it to your attention that over 55% of those murders have been exonerated because they were wrongly accused or
No.
wrongly
Oh, you were.
convicted, you
Wait, hold
disagree.
on one second. Okay,
You
hold on.
disagree with that as well.
I got
Write
you.
it down.
I got you. But once again, can you seriously zero in and focus on me for a second? Okay? Because for you to say that 55% of the convictions were exonerated versus 55% of the exonerations were black people, there is a huge difference between those two statements. Do you agree?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, but you keep saying the one
I'm
that is
talking about
not
the murders,
accurate.
including black people. Though I thought that was I didn't know I shouldn't assume that you understood that. My bad for assuming that you understood.
I got you. So whenever there's 4,000 murders in a given year by black people,
Hmm.
55% of them are not exonerated. You agree with that, right?
It's actually 45 or 55 get exonerated.
Oh, but once again, see, and this is what I'm talking about. Your ignorance is showing. Hypothetically, there's 4,000 murders. Are you saying over 40% of them are exonerated?
Of the ones that have already taken, what it is now, I don't know. That number was for
Okay,
2023.
but the
I don't know
40%
what it is in
number.
2024 and 2025.
Okay, but once again, the number, the quote, what you're quoting is 55% of the exonerations are for black people. It's not
This, this,
55% of the.
this,
Go ahead.
the statistic was taken on black people and black murder convictions and the murder rate.
Of course, but it's not
So
over.
yes, you
Once
confused?
again, so if there's 4,000 murders, you're implying with the words that you're using that 2,000 of them are found in exoneration for the black person.
I don't
But
know.
that's
I don't
not
know
right.
how
That's
much
not right.
it isn't. So so what's the number then?
I feel
So
that
you
you're
don't have a
not
number.
focusing. I feel that
Oh,
you're not
no, 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 no,
focusing.
no, no. This is exactly what you do to other people. They say a number, you say it's not right, and then when I say, well, what's the real number? You don't have a number, so you don't actually know if it's right or not. You're just responding. That's an issue with you,
I'm
Dave.
gonna try one more time and see if it sinks in. If not, I'm just gonna move on. No big deal. If 50% of the murders ended in exoneration, okay, that would mean 4,000 murders, 2,000 are found in exoneration. There is a big difference between what you're saying and reality when over 50% of the exonerations are black people, meaning the couple dozen that are later found to be exonerated are black people. Does that make sense?
Dave, I've been understood this. I don't know why you keep going back in this circle. You're the one not grasping the concept.
Oh,
And then for
okay.
you to tell me that that number is false, and I say, okay, well, what is the number? You don't have a number. You just go back into trying to let me break it down for you. Some brother, I already got it.
But I just asked you, I said, are 50% of the murders done by black people exonerated? What
Dave,
is your answer?
how many times have I answered that
Can you
very
answer
question?
it again?
I just yes.
Yes. Okay, but that is wrong.
Okay, so what's the number?
All
You
right,
don't
final
know.
word to you. I'm going to move on. You
You
lost.
you don't know. You don't have the number, right?
I don't. I don't.
That's
Okay,
my fucking
final word to
point.
you, sir. You did great.
That's my point. You don't have
You
a
did
fucking
great,
number,
sir.
Dave. You just want to be disingenuous and pretentious. You don't actually have solutions. You're not trying to find a fucking solution. You just want to get up here and try to ridicule people. That's all you want to fucking do. That's it. When I ask you for the number, tell me the truth. You're here to inform and acknowledge. Get, give me the proper information if I'm so fucking wrong. But you have yet to give me any information, Dave. That means you don't fucking have it. So shut the fuck up.
I dare you to
I
later on
just
today. I dare you to go to my YouTube page. Okay, click the link in my bio. Go to my YouTube page. This video will be up there. I dare you to take this video, take our conversation, and show it to anybody that has a brain. I dare you to do that.
why would I ruin anybody's life with Dave, whatever the fuck your last name
Oh
is?
no, just show them how fucking dumb you truly are.
I'm dumb because I provided statistics and I asked you to and correct me if I'm wrong, and yet you couldn't. But I'm the fucking dummy here.
Sir, I tried 6 different ways to correct you.
They, bro,
Okay,
you
so
don't,
it
bro, you
is what
don't
it
get
is,
it.
sir.
You
All
don't
right,
get it, bro.
go. I don't get it. You're right. I don't get it.
I know. That's what I'm trying to fucking tell you. I'm not the
Yes.
only person that feels this way about you, Dave. There are multiple people up here disagreeing with your stances on a ton of fucking things. Yet all
Of
you
course.
ever do is you will create another question. You'll talk in a circle about the very same. You just fucking did it. And I told you you were going to do it before you did it. And now I'm still somehow the dummy here. This shit makes no fucking sense, bro. Get to a point. You have no point on
I
these.
tried to.
You have a fucking prompt up here asking about Charlie Kirk and George Floyd. Yet you were in here talking about redlining and asking people where the fuck South Dakota was at. All you want to do is ridicule people, bro. You're not out here for people. You're not out here to inform anybody.
I
Get
got
that
you.
shit through your
Once
fucking
again, I
skull,
just
bro.
want to be clear. My goal is to embarrass the fuck out of people like you.
And you have.
And
And the motherfucker you embarrassing is in
I
the mirror.
appreciate you coming up here and allowing me to do so. Final word to you, and I'm moving on. Go. Oh no, not the I'll show myself the door. All right, Slim said, listen, I got shit to do. I'll be back. Let me up. And let's get ready for meltdown number 2. Go ahead, Slim. Floor is yours.
No, wait. Are you really gonna put this on YouTube? Because the way your face looked when he was cooking you is priceless.
And what was his best point that he made?
Forget that. I'm talking about the way I was looking at your face and how defeated you looked was priceless. Are you really gonna put this on YouTube?
Every day. Every day.
That's interesting. I might show this to people actually.
So why is your tone different? You were up here 20
I'm
minutes
excited
ago
because I'm excited.
having
There's not much
a
I can say now.
having a
He ate
meltdown.
you up.
So why is your tone changed?
Because I'm excited. He ate you up. It made me feel good. I don't know.
Of course.
Your face, like the way your face looked, just like it brought me. I was just like, I don't know. It made me so happy that you looked so stupid.
I looked it so stupid.
You did. You looked.
Looked
You know
it.
that. When black people, the way that like we talk, if we want to talk slang and stuff, it's slang day. Most black people can talk proper. Unfortunately, fortunately for us, unfortunately for you guys, we don't all care to be proper all day, every day. We don't care to be like you. But is it to say that black people can't speak properly? Can you speak on the millions of black people who are in college and that have college degrees? Do we ever talk about stuff like that?
Kudos to them.
But do you ever speak on stuff like that? All you care about is the couple people that get killed.
Interesting. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, you look so defeated. It's cute on you, actually.
Are you flirting or thing?
Absolutely not. You're a gay man. Why would I flirt with you?
Oh no, you called me a gay. All right. Go
You're
ahead,
definitely
Slim.
gay. Yeah,
Anything
no,
else?
I'm just loving the defeat on your face. Please post this. You
It
look
will be
so
on my
defeated.
YouTube. Do you subscribe to my YouTube channel?
No, but I am. For this
Thank
video,
you.
yes, I am going to W for you for this one because I am going to go to subscribe because you look so defeated.
Have you ever dated a white man?
I would never.
Never. Why? Is that not racist or no?
It is. I
It
can
is.
admit that. Can you admit it? Yes, I'm racist. Can you admit it now? Can we play an honest game?
I'll be
Can
honest.
you admit that you're
Okay, hold on,
racist?
hold on. I have never dated a black chick, but I am told consistently that I have jungle fever.
I've never said anything like that. I said I'm racist. Now, can you admit that you are?
Oh, I'm not racist at all.
But you are. You literally just said your whole lives is to talk about black people and make them feel like shit
No,
and
no,
whatever
no,
the fuck
no,
you
no,
said.
no. It's to embarrass dumb black people, to be fair, and
So
dumb
then,
Democrats and dumb Muslims.
but never ever speaking on the good black Americans. Never speaking on that. Never
I have
talking about
plenty of great
college
black Americans
degrees.
that come up here
Never
every
talk
morning.
about stuff like that ever.
Every
Like,
morning, I have great black Americans that come up here.
so then let's talk about Black America. This. So you want to do that? You want to talk about them? They're so horrible. What about them? The murder. That's what you want to talk about. Them unaliving people, right?
Is that a good
Can
thing
we?
or a bad thing?
Okay, that's a bad thing, right?
Okay,
And
good.
it breaks my heart to
It
see
does.
my fellow black people killing each other. I hate that. It breaks my heart, right? So
Can you name one crime that black people commit where the percentage is less than 13%? There's not one. So even when you
are we
guys
talking
come up,
about per
go ahead.
capita?
Well,
That's important.
okay.
Yeah. So let's be real here. That's
I
important.
okay. So okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
When we talk about black people committing 13% or higher in every single crime, what does that have to do with per capita? Explain to me your thought process, please.
So, first of all, you're gonna do the Charlie Kirk bullshit, and we're not gonna spew bullshit. We're not gonna just spew. 13%. Your numbers are never correct. The other guy just baited. I mean, just fucked you over with that one. You throw out numbers like Charlie Kirk that are not correct. So I'm not gonna play the number game with you. I'm not gonna do
But
that.
why, where do I get to 13%? Do you think I
You
threw a
pulled
dart at a
the
dartboard?
same
Where do I
thing,
get to 13%?
the same place Charlie Kirk probably got it, and it's
But
like
just answer me, where is the
I
13%?
don't
Why is
know.
that
I've
number
never.
used?
I don't know. The same reason why Charlie Kirk used
So
his
you don't
percentage,
even know
and that's
why
proven.
13% is used.
We're not going to play the numbers games when you guys lie
Not
about
right.
numbers.
The
We can't
numbers
play
are,
a number game when you lie about numbers. Number one, we can't play a number game. Number two,
and what numbers did I lie
when
about?
black people get arrested far more than white people, right? So when we talk about these numbers, they're always going to be inaccurate. You cannot play this number game. It's bullshit. It's
Numbers are
propaganda.
bullshit.
It's
Facts are
lies.
bullshit.
It is. It's not facts. It's not facts. It's not based in facts at all. It's actually
So
not factual at all. And you're
how are
aware
they?
of that.
How
And
are
you
they in?
still spew it.
How are they inaccurate?
So if you are, first of all, we all are in agreement that Charlie Kirk threw out numbers that were
No, no, no.
inaccurate, right or
Focus
wrong?
on the numbers. The
You as
numbers.
well. You throw out numbers. They're inaccurate. You're pulling them out your ass. They're not based in facts. If you are fucking just pulling out black people, but you're not acknowledging all the white people that get a free pass, that don't get arrested for the same crimes that black people get arrested for. If you deny all of that stuff, yes, they're not accurate. So we cannot play number games.
I just want to give you a reminder that your approach when you got back up here was to take a more cool and calm
No, it
approach.
wasn't. No, I
And
was
you said,
excited.
look, I'm not going to get up there and
I
embarrass
never said
myself,
that. I
but you're
never
heading
said
down
that.
that road, okay?
I never said that. I said I was excited and I felt good because that guy just cooked the shit out of you. But now
Yeah,
me
you
and you are
did. Now
debating.
you're cooking me. Now you're cooking me.
Now me and you are debating. So I'm not on him no more. I was just your face and everything, the embarrassment that was, so it made me like whatever. But now me and you are talking. So yes, I'll
Okay.
have a little bit more energy or whatever. But
Oh, okay.
anyways,
Okay. I respect that.
anyway,
So
what is
it's
your
hard
name?
to have a
Dave.
debate whenever you can't acknowledge the facts that are being
There's no,
presented.
but okay, so you're not gonna acknowledge the fact that white people do not get arrested as much as black people when committing crimes. Is that not a fact that you guys get let go of when black people get arrested? So yes, the numbers are not gonna look right or wrong.
Okay, so the numbers when we talk about arrest for each crime, right? There are a lot of crimes.
Arrest.
There are a lot. There are a lot of crimes where white people get arrested
Don't get
more
arrested.
than black people. What?
Don't get it per cap. You can't talk about that. They're gonna every crime. White people are gonna get arrested more. There's more white people in jail. There's more white people that get unalived by cops per capita. Duh, because there's way more white people in America than there are black people. So duh, that's naturally gonna happen. What is your point?
But you keep saying the words per capita. I don't think you have any clue what that means.
That matters because if you
Okay.
keep first of all, if there's way more white people in the world than there are black people, right? I mean, not in the world, in America, than there are black people, right? Right? Are we in
Okay.
agreement with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you keep, oh, black people this and black people that. White people are get unalived by cops more, right or wrong?
Okay.
You have that type. Okay, per capita, right? That matter? Does that not matter?
Okay.
Does this stuff not matter? No, you're talking about numbers, but we're not the same. It's not even the same.
We definitely are not the same. I agree there. But if
Well, you're
I
gay, I'm not, so that's
okay,
how
fair
we're
enough.
number
No
one that we're
problem.
not the same.
No problem. So
You're
go
you
ahead.
can't admit that you're racist. I can. That's another way we're not the same.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. No problem. But let's. I want to
You're
focus.
obsessed with black people. I'm not obsessed with white people. That's
I
another
do
way we're
have
not the
jungle
same.
fever. Guilty as charged, apparently.
Yeah, see,
But
that's another. Oh, white people. I have a black friend. Shut that shit up. That's bullshit.
can I say to people that I have a black friend and say it's you?
Absolutely not. But
Why
even if
not?
you said, I have a black friend, it does not make you not racist. Like Charlie Kirk, I have black friends. That does not make you not racist. Like, what is wrong with y'all?
Okay. Fair enough.
Racist white people. I have a black friend does not make you not racist. You're still a racist, and you're still obsessed with black people.
Okay. So can we just focus on the murder rates? I'm going to try one more time with you. Um, Black people commit more murder in this country. Can you acknowledge that? Yes or no?
No.
No. Okay. So, in your mind, if the black population in this country is 13,
So the numbers is that black people in America commit more so what's the number? Tell me the number that's not true, but tell me the number that you're going to say that black people commit
well,
murders.
I don't think numbers are your friend. I don't
Okay,
think
no,
you're
but
very good with
tell me
numbers.
what you're going to say
So,
though.
I'm just going to speak in very
So it's
general.
over 50% that black Americans commit murders in America.
Yeah. So, do you acknowledge that or no?
No.
Okay. In your mind, what percentage of murders are committed by black people?
I don't know. I'm not you who sit around obsessed. Let me go see how many black people murdered people today. I don't have this type of obsession as you. So of course I'm not gonna
Then
sit
why
here
are
and
you
know
so
that.
confident when you say no?
Because there's more white people in America. They commit more crimes than everybody else because there's more people. Like it's naturally that way. Unless you're going to talk about the numbers again, the per capita, the fact that we're not the same. But number wise, there's way more white people in America than there are black people. You can say whatever the fuck you want. White people commit more crime in America. Why? Because there's more white people in America than there's black people. That doesn't make sense, or I'm tripping?
Oh, you're definitely tripping, but that's fine. I'm just, it's just very hard to have a conversation when you are clueless.
I'm clueless that black people do not commit over 50% of murders in America when they're what, 13, 14, 15% of the population.
Precisely. Yes, you nailed it.
Yeah, I don't know, and I will never agree to that. I would never allow people like you, Charlie Kirk, all of that. I would never. No, it's not gonna happen. Do they commit
I
murders? Of course, everybody does.
I dare you. And you've been up here multiple times. And this is what I will never understand. You have been up here multiple times. It's the same things that I've been talking about. But all the times you've been here, I don't know how many times it's been, but have you thought to yourself for a second, like, before I get up there and embarrass myself, let me go do my own research? Fuck the white boy.
I embarrass you every time I come up here. This is the only
Absolutely.
time you haven't resulted to insult. Every
Okay.
other time you're embarrassed and you look stupid in the face every single time.
Absolutely. But have you ever thought, instead of embarrassing yourself, to go do your own research to see if I'm actually
I'm
correct?
pretty sure I first of all, so you played a numbers game. We understand what goes on in America to black people.
Wait,
Are
just
we
very,
not
very
are
bluntly,
we
did
not
you go do
in
your own
agreement?
research?
Are we not in agreement of what happened, like the propaganda that is thrown out about Black Americans and stuff like that to continue the race wars and to continue? Are we not in agreement with that? Like everything is just factual when it comes to Black Americans, and there's no any agenda or anything against Black Americans. You don't
I'm gonna
believe
be
that?
honest. I don't think there's a race war, right? Because
Oh, they want one to be one. They
let's
wish.
face it, black people are killing their own a lot.
Right. Right.
So,
So
like,
no, they
I
want
guess
there
it's a
to.
race war between your own.
No,
I don't get that.
they want it to be a race war. So divide and conquer. They want us to go against each other while they shit
Okay,
on
but to
all of
be fair,
us.
I don't want to gloss over my question. Just very simply, you've been up here multiple times. Have
I've
you have
never
you
spoken to
bothered?
you about murder rates. I never go into that because I don't sit around. Let me see how many Black people have killed people today. I don't do that. So me and you have never had a debate about murder rate. It's always about your topic. So let's start there. We've never had this debate.
Okay, so how about if I give you some homework and you
I
go
don't
do
want your
your
homework
own?
because it's not about how many Black people kill people in America. Your topic is about Charlie Kirk and George Floyd. So I've
Well,
never come on here and debated you about murders,
well, to
first
be
of all.
fair, my topic, what I like to focus on is there's three groups of people that are massive failures in this country, and Black Americans are listed as number three on my list.
And they have no reason to be
Okay,
in America.
what is going
And I
well
love,
for?
wait, hold on. I love the
Okay,
fact that you put Black Americans. That's very important.
of
I
course,
love that. And that's very
and you know
important
why I
because you
put
want to know
Black
why? Yeah,
Americans?
tell me. Tell me.
Because
Yes.
let me tell you, because there
Yes.
are Black people that
Yes.
immigrate to our
Yes.
country that
Clock it.
do better than a
Clock
lot of
it.
Black Americans, right? And the
I love you for
reason
this.
why,
Yes.
wait, hold on, what is wrong with you?
Yes,
Seriously.
because you're talking shit. Go ahead. No,
Okay,
you're saying
so no,
absolutely right shit. Go ahead.
these are
They're
facts. Whether
facts.
you might not like it,
No, no,
but
they're
there are
facts.
there are a lot of
I
Black
agree.
people. There are a lot of Black people
I
that
agree.
immigrate into this country
I agree.
that don't play victim
I
like a lot of
agree.
dumb Black Americans,
I
and they
agree.
succeed because
I
we're a
agree.
great country.
I
So
agree.
why is that? Why is it
I
that Black
I love
immigrants
that.
succeed
I
more
love that.
than Black Americans? Why
I
is that?
love that. I'm going to tell you why. So, Black immigrants look at this country as hope and opportunity. When you're a Black American, I love that you said that. And it's very, it's very sad. I'm not going to lie, being, because I'm Black and white, unfortunately. Black,
What do you
fortunately,
mean,
white,
unfortunately?
unfortunately.
What part is
Unfortunately,
unfortunate?
I don't like being
You
a
don't like
part
the
of
white
the,
side.
no, I don't. So anyways, this is all truthful. I wish people could be more honest. You know what? One thing I would love about a racist, if they can say, just be very honest. And you know what I would say? I say, I understand. And you've been brought up like that. You've been
You're
raised
not
like, it's the
addressing what
ones
I'm
like
saying. You're
you.
not
It's the
addressing what
ones
I'm
like
saying. You're
you. But
rambling
hold on.
on.
No, let's go back.
You're
Let's go back. Let's go
rambling
back.
on.
Hold on,
Why
Dave.
is it that
I'm gonna
immigrants
tell
that
you.
come into this
I know your
country
question.
thrive
I
and
know your
Black Americans
question.
whine and bitch? Go ahead, floor is yours.
Okay, I know. So, if you're an immigrant coming from a different country and you come to America, you look at this as hope and opportunity. Black Americans do not have the same hope and opportunity when all they do is every time they get up, they get beaten down. Every time they build something, it gets burned down. Is that not? Hold on, Dave, before you cut me off. Let's
I'm not
stop
even cutting you
acting
off.
like,
I'm listening to
babe,
you.
Ruby Bridges is still alive.
I'm hoping there's more.
Ru- Ruby Bridges is still alive. Who is Ruby Bridges?
I'll be honest. You told me this, and it's somebody that went to school or something.
The
Am I correct?
first, the first Black little girl who went to the white school.
Okay.
When they were started to integrate. And what happened to Ruby Bridges? That little girl.
I don't know.
Yeah, she got met with the most angry, hateful, the most disturbing shit. You can go look it up since you talk about research. If you really gave a fuck about Black people in this topic, maybe you should educate yourself more so you can understand why we have these type of issues with Black
And
Americans,
how
right?
has the Ruby Bridges
Can I let me
legacy?
finish? So
How has
this
that
little
affected
girl,
you?
I will. So this little girl who's alive right now, still today, right? She got met with the most disgusting people in the fucking world. Mind you, she was what, like a baby. She's a little girl, right? Those people are still alive right now. And those people raise children. And those children are here right now. So to deny the hatred So, okay, and then let's go to this. If you are beaten down mentally as a child, right? If you're not shit, you're this, you're not good enough to be here. What does that do to you mentally? If you are denied education as a child, now, Ryder, I'm aware that people can thrive in America. We all have the opportunity today in 2025 to be anything we want to be. But there is a lot of people that have to overcome the mental shit that has been afflicted upon them, and you guys deny that and act like it's just not a thing and say, oh, you're just a victim. Are Black Americans not the victims of America? Are they
I'm
not the
sorry.
victims of
I'm
America?
so sorry. When was the last time somebody said, "Get your ass out to the cotton field and pick me some cotton"?
So you're gonna
When was
deny
the
what I
last
just
time
said?
somebody
So
fucking
you hold
told you
on. So
that?
you're gonna deny what I just said?
Once again, it is 2025.
And,
Go
and
ahead.
Ruby Bridges is still alive.
Okay, great.
So our schools, why did Black people want to integrate with white people? It was not because they wanted to be friends with fucking white people. It's because there was more opportunities. It was better schooling. So then it was like, damn, I don't want to be with these white people, but I want to be better in life. So I have to go integrate over here, right? So then boom, you go integrate over here. You just get beat down, beat down, beat down. What does that do to a child mentally? And how do you think that person raises another child?
I just want to be clear. Has anybody ever told you to get the fuck out to the cotton fields and pick me some cotton? Has
Why
anybody
are you
ever said
talking
that to
about
you?
slavery?
Has
Why are you
anybody ever
talking
told
about? I've
you to
never
get to
brought up
the back of the
slavery.
bus?
I said Ruby Bridges is still alive. Fuck slavery.
Okay.
What happened after slavery? How much did Black people build and it get burnt down and burnt down and burnt down and told you ain't shit, you can't be here, you're disgusting. On TV, you're getting planted as fucking monkeys and this and you ain't shit. What does that do to somebody mentally?
But what happened to you?
These people are still alive, is what I'm trying to say to you,
I
and
don't
they
give
had
two
to raise
fucks.
children.
I don't
So
give
you
two
might
fucks.
have, so you might have a group of Black people who are still fucked up by that shit. But why would you deny
That's an
that?
excuse.
There's
That's an
plenty
excuse.
of Black people in America that are thriving. You do not acknowledge those
Of
facts.
course there are.
You're
100%.
stuck on the Black
But
people who
those
haven't made
black
it out.
people thriving prove my point.
No, but you cannot. Okay, those back. So some people make it out. Some people mentally haven't been able to, and you think you can walk around and say, "Look, you guys ain't shit, bro." It's just happened. It's alive and well. Joe Biden fought for segregation of buses. Stop acting like this shit was fucking centuries ago. It's in our backyard. It's
And,
your mother. It's my mother's parent. Like, what are you talking about? This shit
and
is alive and well, and Black people are still getting over it. We're still, yes, thank God we have good Black people, not good, but like ones who made it out mentally. This is not a financial thing anymore. It's a mental thing. They don't need shackles on Black people's feet no more because they fucked them in the mind. But why do people like you refuse to acknowledge that?
can I just answer me directly? How has Ruby Bridges' life experience affected you personally?
Why are you, what if, like, what, you intentionally try not to understand, but that's why I know you're racist. Because I know I'm making total sense. Again, Ruby Bridges was met by go look it up. The
How has
amount
her
of white,
experience
hold, I'm going to
affected your
tell you,
life?
the hatred meant,
The hatred.
okay, so
Okay.
I was raised by my Black side, right?
Not the
And
black side.
yeah, it was. And I had one auntie
Do you
who
wish that you were
made it
raised by
out
the wait, hold on.
mental. No,
Hold
I
on,
don't
hold
have a
on, hold
white
on. Do
side,
you
love.
wish you were raised by your white side?
I don't have a white side. I've never met a white family member. My mother was adopted by two old white people and they died before I was born. She's the only white person I know. And bitch, she don't even know her own family. So let's stop there. I don't have a fucking white side. Let's end that
Do you
conversation.
wish
I
that
would be
you were white
disgusted if I
though?
did.
Do you
I would
wish
be
you were white?
I, babe, I just said I'm
Okay,
disgusted
babe.
with
All
even
right, babe.
having
Go
white
ahead,
in
babe.
me. I don't want to have white in me. I think like what I teach my kids. And another thing is it's okay to be like pro white. Like I'm not against that. Like as far as like you wanting to procreate with your own kind, I'm pro black. I'm not anti-white. Like if you're not a racist, I'm not against you. If people like you, yes, I'm totally racist against. But a regular like white person, there's plenty of good white people in this world, bro. Like ones that are not like you, that understand, that say everything that I'm saying. So I don't know why you act like you don't get it. But anyways, back to the conversation.
All I hear when
There
you're
is
talking is just
the,
whining and bitching.
okay.
Honestly. Sorry,
So
babe. Sorry, babe.
So
That's the
back to
truth.
the
It's whining and
conversation.
bitching about things
So
that
there
never
are
impacted
some
you.
people who can make it out when you go through stuff in life, like when you have like fucked up parents and stuff like that. There's gonna be people who are fucked up by that for the rest of their lives, and then there's gonna be people who thrive and become better, right? That is what's going on in the black community. But the people who are fucked up for life, it's like, yeah, damn, you should do better, but it's like, I get it. But why do you act like you don't get it?
Once again, just very bluntly.
No,
Uh,
no, I
okay.
answer that. Why you act like you don't get it? There's
Because
some people
I
who
guess I don't
mentally
get it.
who have been
Like,
raised by parents who have not gone to good schools, who are, I mean, during fucking slavery, you couldn't even read or write or you get unalive. Okay, slavery was like three grandmas ago. So there's a lot of some ignorant black people in America or whatever that have not been able to overcome the mental shit that has been afflicted upon them. It's not like the same as every other group of people who like it's like you get beat down in your own country. This is black Americans' country. This is our country, right? You get beat down in your own fucking country, bruh. And then I say your point, what you just made all the time. African, all these other people come here, black people, they come
and
to
they
this fucking
thrive.
country and okay, that makes sense. Why, like, you're proving my point. That makes total
But
sense.
okay, just
Because
hear me
black
out.
Americans have been beat in their own country. They're mentally fucked up. And white and our government, fuck white people because you guys are irrelevant. You're just as
We're
we're all
irrelevant.
the
What do you mean
same.
we're
You
irrelevant?
are.
We
As
fucking
far as what
own
I'm
you.
saying is
We
my
own
neighbor
you
being
guys.
racist,
How
I
are
don't
we
give a fuck about.
irrelevant?
You're
You
irrelevant.
can't say that white people own
No,
you
it's not white
guys,
people, it's
and
our
the white people
governments.
created
It's
the
our
system that
governments. It's
holds you
not you.
back, and
It's
then
not you.
we're
You didn't
irrelevant.
create
You can't have
shit.
it both ways.
You did not create shit. The government is what fucked up black people. You
I
cannot
just
do
learned that a
shit.
black person created the light bulb.
No, I said you didn't create shit. You're taking credit for shit you didn't do. You haven't done shit but have white skin and try to be boasting off of your white supremacy. That's all you did. Like, what? Do you have a home?
So
Do you
why
have a
is it
house?
that
Do
wait,
you
hold on
own the
one
house you
second.
live in?
Why is it that you could whine and bitch as if you are getting set out into the cotton fields, but I can't act like I'm sending you to the cotton fields? Why is it that
I've
you could
never.
play that
First of
role, but
all,
I can't?
I'm not someone
Maybe
who.
for Halloween I'll play that
I
role.
bet you don't make more money than me. Do you want to go bank statement for bank statement right now?
Well,
Right now,
to be fair, I am
we
a
can.
cat. Okay.
Go
I
ahead.
want to Can I tell you about what I do for work?
No, I don't care. Do you want to go bank
That's
statement for bank
rude.
statement right now?
That's
So
rude.
I'm not. So just because I'm speaking for black people, don't mean that I'm one of the ones who haven't been able to make it out. Let's get that very clear. So I'm not one of those ones, right? But I do have a heart and a voice for them. Why? Because I was raised by people who didn't have the mental whatever to teach me right. I had to do it all on my own, figure out all on my own, and it was very fucking difficult, and it was a lot of fucking suffering, and that makes me understand why some people can't do it. But
Do you
bitches like you,
hold
bird
on. Do
brains like
you
you're so insensitive. And you don't even do research. You don't know shit about black Americans. You don't even fucking know who
I
Ruby
know they
Bridges
lead
is.
in murder
But you're
rates.
speaking on black Americans. You don't give a fuck enough to know about them. Go do
Well,
fucking history. Go do some research so maybe you can get an understanding of why some of them haven't been able to make it out yet. But you refuse to do that because you're a racist. And then you sit on here and say, I got jungle fever. I'm not a racist. You're a fucking racist. Go do the research to understand why some of them haven't made it out yet. Instead of saying, look at these black people, they're just killing each other. Like, what is wrong with y'all?
so very simple. Okay. Do you think you're representing black Americans well?
I listen, this is not I'm here to just make
Just
you
yes or
look like
no?
the piece of shit that you are. That's all I'm saying. You look like a piece of shit. You're a horrible human being, and that's just what the moral of all this is. It's like if you're not gonna do research to understand why people are the way that they are, why speak on the topic? It's nothing but rage bait. You're a piece of shit. You're like you spew hate. Like, it's ridiculous.
What did I say
Why
that was
are you
hateful?
such a piece of shit that you don't even want to go research and understand why the people are the way that they are? So maybe when you come back, you have a different tone, but you love your
I
white
don't.
supremacy. You love the fact that you can speak down on other people, but really you can't. Because after everything that America has done to Black Americans, there's so many fucking thriving Black Americans. Yet all you want to
But yet
focus
here
on
you are
is the
whining and
ones
bitching.
who aren't. And that's sad. That's what America does. Fuck the millions of fucking Black Americans who have college degrees, who bachelor, all type of shit, doctors, all this shit. Fuck all of them. Let's just talk about the ones who haven't made it out yet. What the fuck is up with that?
But if we were just to listen to this conversation or just read a
Listen,
transcript,
you always want to result in insults. Tell me, answer my question.
who
Why is it always like that? Why do we not talk about the millions of fucking Black people, Black Americans who have college degrees, who are thriving? Everywhere I go now, I go to a pharmacy, I go anywhere, all I see is Black people, yet all y'all talk about is the
and here
negative
you are
about
whining and
Black
bitching
Americans.
as
Why?
if Black people aren't succeeding. That's the problem. You're
No,
proving
you
my
guys
point for
act
me.
like it. You guys act like they're not succeeding. All of talking points on TV, this, oh, Black Americans, this, but we never hear about all
Stop.
the
You
ones who
just
are
spent a half an
thriving.
hour lecturing me about Ruby Bridges, and
I did
that's the
not. That
reason.
conversation was very short,
You
but the
can't
point
have
still
it both
remains.
ways.
That woman is still alive. So
Correct.
that means
Very
that
good.
that racism in America towards Black people is alive and well. Stop acting like it's centuries ago. It's not. It's alive and fucking well. If Ruby Bridges is still alive, it's
But
my
you're
point.
saying, and I
Stop
mean this
acting.
sincerely, you're
Nobody's doing
saying,
anything to Black people anymore. As if mental health is not a thing. As if mental health, as if a fucking psychologist can't tell you right now that if you beat a child down mentally, that they're gonna struggle in fucking life.
but one thing you said that
But
caught me ear.
but it doesn't matter. Some people make it out. I don't give a fuck what we've done to you. You better make it out, or I'm gonna talk shit about you. Like, get the fuck out of here.
But
Bitch, do
you
you
said,
have a house? Do you own a house?
I'm full of
Do
hate.
you own your
I do,
property?
but can you answer me this? And I mean this
I
sincerely.
hope you own your property as a white man in America. I
Very good.
hope that you have some fucking money in the bank as a white man in America
But
while you
you
sit
said you
around
have more
talking
money
down
than
on
me.
Black
To be
people.
fair, you said you
I
have more
hope you
money
do.
than me.
Yeah, I'm positive I do. We can do bank statement for bank statement. I call my bluff.
All right, then.
Call it.
But you said that I am full
Call
of
my
hate.
motherfucking bluff. Why are you talking
Okay.
about Black people?
Okay, no problem. But you said that
Okay.
I'm full of hate. Who has said
You
more
are.
hateful things during this conversation? You or me?
What did I say hateful? That I don't want to be white? I will never shame a white person for wanting to preserve their culture or anything like that. I don't care. Like, I understand that part. I get that part of it. That doesn't mean you have to be
All right, I'm
anti-Black.
going to say one
That
more
doesn't mean you have
thing.
to talk shit about Black people. Like, it's like, it
I'm
doesn't mean you
gonna
have to spew hate.
hold
It
on,
doesn't
hold on.
mean
I
that
just
every
want to
time you
say,
come on panels, it has to be anti-Black. How about you have a fucking panel about how, wow, after everything America has done to Black people, look at all the fucking Black people that are thriving. When the fuck do you guys have that fucking conversation?
all right, I'm gonna make 2 points, and then I'll give you the final word. Then I'm gonna move on. But point number one, you can't have it both ways. You can't sit there and say Black people are thriving, which you're accurate. There are a lot of Black people thriving.
And then there's some Black
And
people that
then
haven't made it out mentally.
hold on, listen. I will give you 1 minute uninterrupted to respond to what I say, and then I'm moving on. You can't have it both ways. You can't bitch about Ruby
But you can,
Bridges.
though.
Okay,
You can have it both ways.
And then say, I asked you nicely. Don't
Because
be.
I'm a living testimony that you can have it both ways. If I didn't suffer the way that I did, I wouldn't have made it out. There's some people that cannot get through that suffering, and y'all sit and judge them and pick on them and do like you insensitive
Listen, a
ass.
lot of
pieces
people say
shit.
they
It's
don't
disgusting.
judge. I judge everybody. I judge everything. A lot of people
But
say I don't
if
judge.
you're
I don't
gonna
judge.
judge,
I
at least
judge.
do research. At least know the fucking person. You're fucking judging based off bullshit. You don't even fucking know who Ruby Bridges is. That's the most common shit that should have even been learned in fucking school, but you wasn't taught shit.
I
Ruby
know
Bridges,
Rosa Parks.
the first little Black girl that got integrated into fucking white schools, and what she was met with, the little girl was probably fucking 8 years old. I don't even fucking know. She was a little ass girl. Grown ass white adults throwing shit at her, cursing at her, spitting, rioting. Okay? And those people are fucking alive, is what I'm trying to tell you.
But I
So
know
don't be
Rosa
acting-
Parks. Do I get any bonus points for knowing Rosa Parks?
I don't like. What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Oh,
Rosa Parks, yeah, she was the one who was put in schools and shit like that. Fuck that. My point is that this shit is alive and well. The point is that Joe Biden fought for segregation of buses. The point is that if you go to a psychologist right now and you ask them if a child was mentally fucked up, how that affects their future, they will tell you. So why do you guys have no fucking understanding for some Black Americans who haven't made it out yet? God damn, we just getting out of this shit. Y'all act like this shit was centuries ago. It's not like Black Americans got out of slavery and was sent to another country. No, we got still up under our own oppressors for decades after. What part is so confusing about that? So again, I understand that there are some fucked up Black people and my heart breaks for them. Seeing Black on Black crime, seeing Black people kill each other, that shit breaks my fucking heart. I don't like it. I don't like seeing it. But again, stop acting like it's there. I'm not going to say there's no reason, but damn, a lot has been done to Black Americans in America. A lot. Some people haven't made it out yet. Okay, cool. Why does your talking point have to be about them? Why can't your fucking talking point be, oh, damn, all the shit that happened to Black Americans, look how they're fucking thriving. There's millions of fucking Black people with college degrees. Why is that not a talking point?
can I make a confession to you?
You have a Black wife.
No. I've never been married, love. The only reason I know about Rosa Parks is because of this song. Do you know this song?
Oh, God.
Do you know that song? That's the only reason I know about Rosa Parks, to be
But
fair.
then that would explain a lot more. If you don't even know, if that's the only reason why you know about. So my thing is, it's cool. That's the only way you know. And another thing, if you were a racist white person who was just ignorant and like, again, I am very accepting and understanding to those type of white people. I would literally have a unheated debate, or not even debate, a conversation with a racist white person and not get offended because I know, matter of fact, no, I'm not even gonna go there, because I know that a lot of you were born like you were taught that this is what you were taught. But my thing is, people like you have these panels. If you're gonna have these panels, why not go educate yourself first? So it's different when you're ignorant and you just don't know no fucking better. Most people, my mom's people, most of these people didn't even fucking see Black people for their whole life until integration started in what, 1967, whatever the fuck time it was. So how can you fault those people for not understanding or knowing Black people, especially when on TV Black people are depicted as bad people? Exactly. You don't want to hear real shit. You just want to spew hate. And then
Listen, in all seriousness,
you're sad. You're a sad
ridiculous.
human being. You're a sad human being.
Because I know Rosa Parks by Outcast.
No, you're a sad human
that
being.
shows that I'm cultured.
It makes you feel better to talk about people who are down instead of understanding why they're down. That makes you a sad piece of shit. You don't care to understand why people are down.
And once again, I'm the one full of hate.
That they are down.
All right, final word, then I'm done. I'm going to the next person. And I think, listen, I have a crystal ball on my desk here, and my crystal ball says 5 years from now, you will be married to a white man.
I would never. Please, that's impossible. Pro-Black. Teach my children to be pro-Black as well. Teach them to only date Black people. So, yeah.
All right, final word to you, love.
One thing about Black people, I don't know if you know it, one thing about Black people, they love being Black. I know white people want Black people to hate themselves and stuff like that, but one thing about Black people, they love being fucking Black. They love procreating with Black. Yes, you're going to have your little fucking mixers and shit like that. See, my dad was a dumbass. But, other than that, most Black people love being Black and do not want to be white. Trust me.
Well, the one thing I will say,
you guys are embarrassing.
Away from this app, like in real life, whether it's like people that work for me or just like whatever, Black chicks love me. I have no clue why.
They don't know who you are.
Black chicks love me. Gay men
love me.
They love
you because
married
you're a gay
women
white man.
Fucking love me.
Yeah,
you're gay. Why? Why is it?
Black people are
that Black chicks love me?
I'm gonna tell you why.
And they don't even know that I know Rosa Parks.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because Black people are love. Black people meet people with love. They love, like, I don't know, like if you don't spew your little racist bullshit that you do on this line, yes, Black people are gonna accept you because Black people are love. It's you bitches that walk around with hate and shit. But Black people are love. They're not gonna sit there and, you're probably a funny gay guy. You're like a gay, funny white guy. Of course they're gonna love you. Like if I didn't know you was racist and I met you, I would have probably loved you too. Like, oh look at this funny gay white man.
All right, babe.
So yeah.
All right, I'm moving on. All right,
All
I
right.
appreciate you as always.
Until next time.
I can't wait. Be good, love. Woo.
Good morning.
Good morning, sunshine. How are you?
I'm doing well. That was a tough listen. That was hard.
What brings you up, dear? First of all, where are you from?
I'm from Chicago, born and
And
raised.
tell me one fun fact about yourself.
One fun fact is I am planning to live abroad during my retirement.
Oh, that's tremendous. Okay. Do you know where?
I have just a couple of places in mind, but I think I think for me, either Bali or somewhere else in Thailand might be my destination.
Okay. And that's awesome. But what brings you up here this morning?
Just this recent conversation you just had with the young lady who was on the panel.
And give me your thoughts
And
on it.
wow, a lot of thoughts ran through my head. I was trying to keep up with her, but I had a difficult time keeping up with her. First and foremost, I'm just one of those individuals that did not approve of forced integration. I did not approve of that. Even though it happened, I didn't approve of it. I didn't feel as though we should have forced ourselves in a space where we, for the most part, knew we were not accepted or we were hated or however you want to put it.
Do
Why
you
would
think she
why would
made,
I
I just want to focus on the last conversation. Do you think she made a lot of sense?
no?
Okay.
I
So,
think there were some things that I kind of struggled to try to agree with, but for the most part, I was in disagreement with most of it.
and I appreciate that. Paul, do you think she made a lot of sense that last conversation, Paul?
I definitely feel like she made a lot of sense.
Okay. So, which part did she make the most sense?
Everything when she was telling you
Everything.
about
Okay.
Ruby's Bridges, and she was saying how that you didn't know who that was, and you didn't know who Rosa Parks was, until
Wait,
you
I do
listened to a
know.
certain
Wait.
song, you
Okay,
know.
you weren't paying attention. I definitely
Oh
know who
yes, I
Rosa
was
Parks
paying
is.
attention to the whole
Okay, very good.
debate.
Okay, no problem. Angel, where are you from, Angel? Angel? It does say Angel. Yes. All right, Jeremy, where are you from?
I'm here in Texas.
All right, what brings you up, kind sir?
I mean, I've just ran across your live here, and I just listened to a person basically contradicting themselves the entire time they were speaking, which kind of amazes me. And then we all find out at the very end of her conversation she has daddy issues. So that's kind of what all boiled down to, if
And
you
what
really
kind of
were listening
issues do
to.
you have?
Well, I have a lot of issues. I'm a cancer survivor. I work my ass off for a living, and I don't own a home. So I guess somebody put me down so bad I couldn't do anything, huh?
I guess so, huh?
But see, I don't play victim, though. That's the funny thing about it. There's more to life than just being successful. There's more than life than just having
She was
property or
not
having
playing
houses and
victim. She was
cars.
speaking facts.
Yeah, she was playing victim, and then she said that she had all this money that she did get out, but yet she blames everybody for not getting out, and blames people that had nothing to do with it for not getting out. It is all contradiction, and if you don't understand the contradictions, then you self need to sit down and actually listen to a conversation. Have a
I
blessed
think
day,
you're.
and
Be good, brother.
I thought that was ironic to hear someone say that we've been oppressed, we've been downtrodden as a people, and then turn around and say that she makes more money than you. That being the case, she hasn't experienced that level of being
How do you
oppressed
know
or
that that wasn't her motivation to come out of what she, because she has experienced those things. So she used that as a reason to motivate herself.
I think that she uses it as a way to propagate hate toward another race of people
I think
who,
you
for the
were
most
not
part, has
actually
been in
listening to the
support of her.
conversation.
She literally said that she was adopted or her mother was adopted by whites. So how is it that you're being adopted and supported by a community that you turn around and come on a
How
panel
do you
and
know how
spew
she
the
was
most
treated
hate I've
by those
ever
white
heard come out of
people?
a young person's
Just
mouth?
because you're being adopted by white people does not mean you didn't experience certain things in that family. I have friends who are biracial who have received a lot of racist, things from their white side of the family.
She didn't mention any of that. If she wanted to continue with that anecdote, then she should have gave us some examples of what she experienced from
Well,
that
maybe
particular
if they
family
had
that
you
was
on the
so
panel, you
hateful
could
that
have
this is what
questioned
why she
her.
came on the panel. Not only spewing the hate that I've honestly never felt and from any white
Who
person.
cares? You're talking
But
about
that's the
your own
thing.
personal
But
experience.
that's the
He's
thing.
talking about
She
her
did not
experience.
mention her personal
He's
experience. She
talking
did not
about her
say she
experience,
experienced
and
that.
she was also speaking
Listen
in
to what I'm
general.
saying. Listen to what I'm saying. She never mentioned a
Maybe
specific,
Dave can bring
never
her back
did.
on here, and
Maybe
she
that
can
would have
have
made
some dialogue with
maybe that
you.
would have made what she was saying a little bit more not impressive, but it would have been more it would have been believable to say, okay,
Oh,
we
I believe
understand, we
everything she
get it.
said.
You see what I'm saying? Just
Paul,
even
she,
one.
Paul, hold on one second. Paul, she called me hateful. Who said more hateful
Dave, you
things?
know you are one fucking hateful jackass.
Oh, okay, there we go.
There's the
But
name calling
who
again.
said more hateful things? Myself or did she?
You say hateful stuff every day, all day. It's
Oh, okay.
not nothing new. So hey, I
And what
have
was the
learned
most
to
hateful
just
thing I said to her?
you were the like basically undermining everything that she was saying.
Like what?
Everything that anybody that is of color that come onto your panel, especially you can't stand the white tea people who disagree with you the most.
Give me an example. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Maybe we have to go back to one of your YouTube channels and replay it for you.
Yeah, please.
Yes.
Okay.
Because anybody who disagrees with Dave, of course, we're called a dumbass. We're called every name in the book. And then you like to basically make fun of the way certain black people come on here talking as if they have to speak like Dave, like they
No,
have to use certain
I think
language.
there's a lot of people, just not black people, Democrats, Muslims, etc.,
I mean,
that you
why is it
guys just
always
come off
about
so
Democrats,
lost. So
blacks,
lost.
and Muslims? Why is that always your obsession?
Yes. Those are the
You know?
three biggest failures in this country.
Oh, wow.
It
That's
says it right there.
amazing.
What are you, New
Like
Paltz?
she said, you do not ever, the media never talks about the progressive black people in America. They like to just
What are
be
you even talking about?
fixated
The
on
media
all the
glorifies the
negative things.
progressive black people.
You
What are you
know,
talking about?
they're
They
never
glorify.
fixated on, you don't ever see them highlighting the black people who are successful in America. It's always the ones who are doing nothing in life. They don't never highlight the white people who are doing nothing in life. They highlight the ones who are doing good in life. Why don't they highlight the black people that are doing good, the Indians who are doing good, the Hispanics who are doing good? No, they're gonna point out, oh, look at these Muslims, look at these people who are illegal in America. You don't ever just speak on the good things.
Paul, just point blank, Paul, you are approaching broski status, and to me, I don't know if you know who broski is. I always say nobody should ever platform broski. She is dumb as a rock and not entertaining. You are approaching that status. Okay, anybody that sits there and platforms that moron broski, stop it. Just stop. Okay? Don't ever. What does she add to a panel? I'm talking about Broski and Paul, you're up there, and that one dude that I put in the same category as Broski. Like, what do you add to a panel? Okay, at least this one is somewhat entertaining. Slim, did you want to address anything that was just said?
I wasn't here, but I don't like that you bring up people that you know, and you do it on purpose. Like Paul, I love you, you're amazing, don't get me wrong, but you fucking bring her up on purpose. I don't give a damn what you say. Like, why do you bring her up if you know that she's gonna say stuff that is not you know,
Like what? What's your criticism of Paul? Your black
I'm not. I
sister.
don't mean that. What the? Just bruh, you know what the fuck I'm saying? Like, why do that though?
But I'll be
She,
honest with you,
she's a smart
Slim.
lady. She's a good lady. Don't get me wrong.
Slim. There are more black people in here that would criticize the dumb shit that you say versus what Paul says.
So sir, why do? Okay, another question. Why do you delete everybody off the panel when I come up? Why? Why can't I
Yeah.
have people up here with me?
Well, to be fair, I just kicked everybody out, and then I saw you back in the queue.
Okay, but
So
so okay.
my plan wasn't let's bring Slim back up. It was I dropped
Oh, okay.
everybody, then looked at my device.
So can I ask
So
what
wait,
was stupid about what I said?
so hold
Like
on one
why?
second.
What if you
Just
don't know history about Black Americans and then you're speaking
I
on
know
them?
Rosa
What
Parks.
like what's stupid? What's stupid about what I said?
Um, do you think Paul does a good job of representing the black
No,
community? She does not. Why?
I don't. No, she's a good woman. I don't think
She's a
that
great woman,
she.
but she doesn't do a
She
great
is.
job. Go ahead.
As far as like just like, and this is not to sit here and I'm not doing that with you. You know what the fuck I'm saying, and you know what the fuck it is. So why do you do that? Don't bring people up that you know isn't gonna like can go like whatever, and it kind of sounds like whatever, and then you feel like now you've won. No, stop doing that. Like she's a good woman. Leave her alone.
So if you're the captain for,
I'm not a captain. I'm just saying I don't like seeing
I
that
got you.
because I feel like you're bringing her up to make yourself seem smarter. Is what it feel like.
Why do you think you're here?
I think you like debating with me.
Okay, interesting. So if you're the captain for
I'm
Team
not a
African
captain.
American, would you bench Paul and say, "Look, just sit
Yes.
this one out"? Oh fuck, that's fucked up.
So see how you do. But can we go back to
That's fucked
my
up.
question? No, back to my question, Dave. Why if you don't have not done history on Black Americans, why speak on them? Like if I'm gonna speak on something, I'm gonna make sure I go do all like the research
So,
so I can understand these people. Why Paul,
Tim,
don't
I
do
have
that.
a
Oh
question.
Lord, you're so evil, Dave. Something's wrong with you.
No, he's not being evil. I come on
He
his
is
channel
evil.
Oh damn, not Paul
all
defending
the
me. Okay,
time
okay.
because
Dave, you're a
I'm
piece
trying
of
to
shit.
see, okay, when he say that
Oh Lord.
I don't represent the black community very
I did.
well, could you explain?
No, like Paul, I love you. I don't want to do this. I'm just saying. I
No, I
feel like
mean
he
I'm
bring.
not
I
I'm
feel like
not
you
gonna
say the
feel
right stuff.
I'm not gonna feel any type of way about your opinion. Like, what do you
I feel
think?
like you say
Because
good
Just
stuff and
be
the right
blunt
stuff.
with her.
I feel like you say the right stuff and good stuff. Who
okay,
me?
because there was a lady up here wanted to actually debate you. She feel like,
Okay, I
everything
wasn't
you
in a
said
live
was
anymore.
diabolical.
And to
Okay,
be
bring her
fair,
back. I
Paul
wasn't
was
in a
up here
live anymore.
defending you. She was saying everything you say is
But that
correct.
has not.
And then you come up
Okay,
here
okay. That does not take. So
and
I'm
Rosa
not
punch
coming
her
up here and
ass and
doing
kick
shit
her to
that'll
the back
take
of the
away
bus.
from
That's
what I'm
fucked up.
saying. That do not take away from what I'm saying. I said what I said, and you can bring her back up. I wasn't in a live no more. But I just feel like you bring up people like Paul. And Paul, I'm not saying nothing against you. I just feel like you go like whatever, and he thrives off of like he likes the fact that you sometimes don't make sense. He like that. Like he just said, she's like with
Guilty.
Boski, whatever. Like if you're
Guilty
aware
as
of that, why
charged.
do you keep bringing her up?
But I'm
But you
saying,
can
like,
bring the other lady back up that wanted to
what
debate
did
me. I
I
wasn't in
say
your
that didn't
live.
make sense? That's what he asked me about you. What did you say that didn't
I
make
wasn't
sense?
here, babe. I wasn't in a live anymore. When I came back on you, like he asked a question and you kind of like, I don't know, like derailed or whatever happened. And I was just like, why do you do this on purpose to make yourself seem smarter? That's what I'm saying. It
But
seems
that
like
would
he
imply
bring like,
that Paul is dumb.
okay, well, you could do that. See, you're trying. I don't really give a fuck. I mean, we could do that all day. I really don't give a fuck. Like I said what I said, but you
No,
can bring a
so
lady up that
when
wants to
he brought
debate
us
me if you
up,
want.
he asked the first question he asked
I
is
wasn't here for that, babe.
what did we think about what you had to say? And we told him. So what
And
is
then when
it
you was
that
like, cause you was like, oh, the Black Americans did stuff good, and the Indians did stuff good, and this person did stuff good, and I'm just like, okay, like,
no,
what does that have to do with the price of
I'm
eggs in
saying
China?
he's always speaking on the black bad things. America is always highlighting the negative black things,
I
but they
agree,
never highlight the good things
but then you was
about.
like Indians and
Yeah,
this
I'm
and
saying
that, but
because
they love Indians.
he had
Right.
Muslims on his panel, on his thing. So he's speaking against Muslims, and we know that people from India are more likely to be Muslim. So they don't speak on anything good about them. They only just highlight the fact that they're Muslim. Like, why is that such a big deal? You know? So that's
Is
where
she
I was
making
getting at with
sense to
that.
you?
I'm not doing this.
Is she making
What?
sense to you?
She I understand what she's saying.
Okay, so she's making sense. I don't know what point she's trying to prove. Like the words are
Okay,
coming out.
that's the point. I don't know what
Okay.
point she's proving, but I do get what she's saying. So it's like
Right.
you're trying to make us go against each other, but I said what I said. If you want to bring the other lady
No,
up to
no, no.
debate me,
Let's be
because
crystal
what could she
clear.
say against
Let's
me?
be
Yeah, because the
crystal
other lady was
clear.
from
She
Chicago,
came
and
up here and defended you,
she
and
said
you
that
came
you
up here and
were
I
threw
adopted
don't
her
by
to the
know.
white
back of the
people.
bus.
I
She
was
said
what by white people?
the other black lady said you were adopted by white people, but you got on here speaking bad
Who?
about
So
white people.
how can you speak adopt? I was adopted by white people. My mother was adopted by white people, and I never met those people. So she already coming up with shit that don't make sense.
Yeah,
My
that's
mother's a
exactly
white
what she
woman.
said.
Okay, that ain't got nothing to do with me. My mother was adopted by white people, and those people died before I was born.
They
Okay,
bring that
boom.
lady back up.
Then it was my,
Bro,
but I don't
bro,
have
when
white
people tell me to
family.
bring somebody up,
Hi.
because that's my role. And I have like a problem, Paul, where people tell me what to do. I like do the
Oh,
opposite.
she's
But I
here.
am
She's
just
here.
hold on.
I'm actually in my
Lady,
car, so I'm not sure how this is going to go with me being in my car. I may end up losing you guys.
Oh yeah, we're gonna lose you
But
now,
what I
huh?
mentioned, and I'm not even sure if you guys hear me.
I hear you. You're
I
fine,
haven't
love.
actually connected to my
I
phone
hear
yet. Can
you.
you guys hear me?
I hear
Yes,
you.
we hear you loud and clear.
She said she struggled to understand what you were talking
No, no,
about,
no.
Tim.
She can hear. She. Go ahead, ma'am.
Because at this point, I can't hear you guys.
Oh, she
Oh,
can't
she
hear it.
can't hear now.
Okay, now I hear you. Now I hear
Okay.
you. You're finally connected to my car because I'm in my car. Um, I'm not sure where you guys left off with the conversation, but I did hear the young lady say that your mom was adopted. When I came on the panel, I said, I'm not sure if it was her, if she was adopted, or if it was a family member or whatever who was adopted, but it seemed very strange and ironic that you would have this type of hate for people who actually were accepting of your mom in
Okay,
order
but
to
can we stop
adopt her and
there?
take
You
care of
cannot.
her. So
Wait,
to do
wait, wait,
that,
wait, 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 ma'am. We can't. We gotta stop the
okay,
conversation there. If that's not what happened, and you're echoing, so you gotta mute
if what's
while I
not what
talk.
happened.
Wait, hold on. Mute, 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 mute. Mute. You're echoing, ma'am. So let's start there. So you coming on the panel and no. Let's clarify. My mother, who is a white woman, was adopted by white people. A woman, and a man who had no family whatsoever. They was moved to a different state.
Wait,
Those
your
people
mother is
died.
white?
I already told you I'm white and black. What part you don't get? I said I'm white and
Oh,
I'm black and unfortunately white. I've already said this.
not
Cool.
unfortunately white. Go ahead, girl.
Unfortunately, right. So my mother was adopted by white people that I never met. My point in saying that she was adopted is that she had no other family, right? Other than that, the only white person in my family is a white woman, my mother, who was also a drug addict. They ain't here nor there. I was raised by my black side. So now, do you want to continue?
Yes, I would love to continue because
She
We
needs
can't
to.
hear you, babe. You're in and out or
said that
something.
most blacks wanted to integrate
And there
because
you go,
of
Dave.
resources, right? Because of the
Why are you saying Dave?
and
Did I say
back
that?
then
Oh, I
there
think you
were
said Dave. I'm sorry.
several
Go ahead. Sorry, lady.
there
Go
was
ahead.
there were several
Sorry, lady. Go ahead.
there were several African Americans who came from schools that were not integrated that did very well. Doctors,
So, ma'am,
lawyers, authors
ma'am,
that came from
ma'am.
schools where you did not have that were not integrated. So that
Who
wasn't
said
a
anything about
necessity. What
that?
I'm trying to say is, let me make my point. It was not a
Let her
necessity. You
make her
did.
point.
You said we needed the resources. We
Let her
needed
make her
to
point.
integrate because of funding to make sure that we went to better schools.
This is
My
crazy.
question is, why is it blacks wanted to integrate with a people that did not love them, want to support them? They, for the most part, back then, it seemed, especially from what we saw on TV and what we got out of the media, and national attention is the fact that these individuals hated us. That being the case, I wouldn't want to go into a room where I'm hated. Why would, as a mother, would I prop my daughter up and put her in a situation where she's in a white gauntlet? She's walking down this gauntlet to go to a school where she's not even wanted. Why do that when you had individuals who came out of black schools and did well? Authors, lawyers, doctors, they all did well.
You don't
That being the
understand it.
case,
Okay,
it was
can
a
I?
publicity period. That's all it
Okay,
was.
are you done?
And
Can
we
you mute?
fell for it. We
Can
fell
you
for
mute?
that crap.
Can you mute now? Okay, thank you. Ma'am, what's very frustrating about you coming up here and dressing me is that you're not even saying shit that I've said. First of all, I did never said that all or most black people wanted to integrate. In fact, I said that they did not want to integrate, but there was some who felt like they needed to in order for them to thrive. I never said they wanted to. My point was actually the opposite of that, is that they never wanted to be with white people, but some of them felt like they had to in order to thrive. Now, I don't know how old you are. I know you wasn't, old enough back in them days to know what the hell was going on. But from my understanding is that there was people who felt like where they were at was too, like it was just like a black hole. They couldn't get out and they felt like I need to go over here to live better or whatever the case may be. That did happen. Again, I do not believe that no black person wanted to. Hold on, ma'am. I'll let you talk. I don't believe that black people wanted to integrate with white people. That was my point to Dave, is that most black people don't give a damn about white people, don't want to be around white people. But some did back in those days because they wanted a better life. And if, ma'am, that was propaganda, and if that's what it was, well, that's what it was. It was propaganda, and it made them feel like going over to the white side was better off. But I still don't understand why you have come on here to address me.
You just supported what I said. You said if it was propaganda. Yes, it was propaganda.
What does
And
that
I'm
have to
in
do with
my
the price of
60s.
eggs
I
in
grew up in
China?
that
What does
time.
that have to do with the price
I
of eggs
grew
in
up,
China?
now I didn't interrupt you. Kept muting myself. I kept, making sure that you had your time. Now, yes, it was propaganda and it was a political stunt. It was a political stunt, sweetheart. It had nothing to do
I
with
agree.
these people wanted to do that. It was the same thing with Rosa Parks. There were several black women before Rosa Parks was put on
Dark
this
skin.
national stage. There were several black, dark skinned, melanated, whatever you want to
I'm
call
aware.
them,
Like, what
that
is she
were put.
addressing me for?
I'm telling you that these situations were political stunts. This is why the
I
country is so
agree.
separated and divided, because it is a political agenda to do that.
Okay.
And blacks are the ones who
Oh my God.
succumb to the propaganda, and they succumb to the political stunts that they do. They succumb to that, which
Right.
is why they're listed on these three things, these three bullet points right here. This is why Black Americans and the Democrats are listed there, because blacks were the one who simply support a party that didn't want to emancipate you, was against the civil rights movement, that propped you up to show you the hate. They were the ones that did that, and because they did it, still in support of that type of community, political party, everything. You're in support of it. You're even coming on to this page to call this man a racist. You called him all kind of names before you can even
You clearly have not
called him names, because you're
today.
so
She hasn't
emotional
been
and
here.
upset. You're
You
so
just
emotional
came
and
in at
upset
the end of
because
their
they
argument,
have
and you have so much
literally
to say while you
given you the propaganda, and you're running with it.
But ma'am, can you mute now? Can you mute? I literally said everything you said. You could not have
Heard
gone.
someone
You
talking in the
you
background.
cannot
I was
have.
not done.
You could not have listened to our conversation. I've literally said everything you've said. So I don't understand how you coming at me. I've literally said it was propaganda. What is put on TV, and like all of this stuff you just said, I am aware of. I'm saying the same thing that you're saying. But to fault black people for wanting a better life and feeling like they need to go to the white side back in those days, you're really gonna sit there and fault them? Like, for feeling like I need to go to this side in order for my family to thrive,
What are you
you're gonna
emotional
fault
about?
them?
If all of these things you are in agreement of, why are you emotional about the why are you emotional about that?
So
You
can you mute?
literally
Cause
went on this rant about the hate of white people.
okay,
But
lady,
why go on this rant? If you know that it was propaganda and you know that, why go on the rant about white
can
folks?
you
Why
mute?
do that?
Okay, I'm finna tell you
Why is
mute
it
because
necessary to do that?
I'm finna tell you why. Because his prompt is trying to like put Charlie Kirk and George Floyd together as if it's the same thing, and it's not. He's trying to belittle black people by using Charlie Kirk, and it's not the same. It's not even the same type of situation. George Floyd was unalived by authorities, by people that we are supposed to trust. Kirk was unalived by a white T person. In my opinion, these are not the same type of situations, and he uses it to belittle black Americans. That's why I come on here. Now, again, I've already told him I am not racist against all white people. There are so many white people in this world who understand everything I'm saying and agree with what I'm saying. But there also is the ones like him who I am racist against and don't want shit to do with, and that's my motherfucking right. But again, like I said, my point, and I'm
All
mad, is
right.
about the fact that
Makes
this
sense.
prompt is incorrect.
Incorrect.
All right. Okay. Well, can I respond to you on that one? And please mute since
All right,
since
I'll
we're
mute.
muting one another. So, in reference to that, I really feel that you must go deeper. You must go deeper because the picture that you see is the outcome, is not what happened. Because in each situation, a person was unalived on national freaking TV. In each situation. So the situations are very similar. Very similar.
How?
Now, the reason why they're similar in one huge aspect. Listen to what I'm saying. They were unalived on national TV. Now take a look at the outcome. With that unaliving, you have individuals like the BLM and any other people who went and they destroyed cities. They did it for an entire summer. They destroyed cities. If you're a black American and you come into my neighborhood because you're pissed about what's happening, but you're burning down my business, and my business doesn't recover because you burned down my business. They burned down police stations. There were billions of dollars in damages from cities across the
But
nation,
how is
from
that the
east.
same?
Listen,
Hold on.
listen to what I'm telling you. Guys are not listening to me.
I'm listening.
Take a look at the pictures, the outcome. Look at the outcome. You have a situation where a white man was unalived and these individuals came out and prayed. They came out and
Oh
showed
Lord,
a different
that
outcome.
is not the same.
Let me tell you something. You guys got to be either clueless or you're
No, you
deliberately being
obviously have to be
disingenuous.
clueless.
Or
No,
You're
no, no.
being
dumb.
Let her finish because I want to beat her
you're
up.
being disingenuous. You're being disingenuous because the outcome is violence. You're pissed about the violence, but then you come back with the same type
Of
of
course, no
violence
justice,
because
no
there were
peace.
people that were unalive too. But you don't see whites coming back and they're shooting up people. They're tearing up things. They're destroying property. They're beating up police officers. You do not see that.
So January
But on
6th.
our end, we talk about we supposed to be this upper echelon of people, but you turn around and you
Yeah, we're
destroying your
tired
own
of being
neighborhoods.
that. We're
How are
tired
you
of being
how
that.
are you
We're
the
tired
upper
of being that.
echelon? How are you showing that you better? How
Okay,
are you
can
showing that
We're
you're
this is
tired
you're
of
this is
being
this is
better.
just what we do?
okay.
Come on now.
Is
And
it
with
my turn?
January 6th, since you brought up J6, J6 happened once. Republicans don't come out and protest like that. January 6th happened one time in the history of Republicans protesting. Once.
Okay,
We
is it
do
my
it
turn
every
now, lady?
freaking year.
Lady, is it my turn?
No, it's not your turn yet.
You're
No,
you're
it's
You
heavy
need
not
to
your
be
winded.
Let
turn
her
quiet.
yet.
You're
finish.
winded.
Let
It's
her
not your
finish.
turn yet. It's not your turn yet because we come out protesting and aligning ourselves with this violence all while pretending that we're not the violent one. We got black
Okay,
on
you
black
said
crime,
this
which is the
already.
highest in the nation. I didn't mention black on black crime, sweetheart. I didn't yet. You just don't want me to. Black on
No,
black crime
You
we
can
can
dealing
we
say
with
what
go
you
from
within our
one?
want.
own
Hold
neighborhoods.
on.
And you sit up here wanna talk
You're
about
like
whites and what they doing? Come on now.
okay, ma'am, can you mute now? Okay, first of all, ma'am, when George Floyd's unaliving caused the whole world went crazy about it, ma'am. It's because there was authorities that unalived him, not a random person in the streets. People get unalived every day. You have to acknowledge the fact that the reason George Floyd's was so it caused so much outrage was because it was our authorities, someone who's supposed to be protecting us. To deny that is disingenuous all in itself. You cannot say, oh, just two people get unalived. People get unalived on camera every single day. It does not cause an outrage. Let's start there. George Floyd's, again, the reason why it's not the same is because this is an authority. This matters. This is our government. This is people who are supposed to protect us. It was not just us, BLM, out there rioting. Everybody was. And the whole world went crazy. The type of what is it called? Protest that was happening all over the world is the same that's happening with Gaza. Insane. And another thing, you sound like a Trump supporter.
Gaza. Nobody gives a fuck about Gaza.
The whole world, like I said, is going in protest about Gaza. But hold on. You sound like a Trump supporter. So let me just clarify. Just because I'm not radical does not mean that I'm not conservative. I definitely was a 3-time Trump supporter. I'm no longer a Trump supporter, but I did vote for him 3 times. Let's be clear. But just because you're a Trump supporter, hold on. I put that on everything I love. I before this term, I love Trump. I did say he was going to come back with a vengeance. I did say he got pew-pewed, he got impeached, he got put in jail. He was going to come back with a vengeance. That's the type of person he is, and it happened. And I'm no longer in support of him. But I was a 3-time Trump supporter. So let's be very clear. Just because you're a Republican or on the right side does not mean that you have to be radical and you have to act like you don't understand what the fuck is going on in the world. So you're talking about this is the problem with you going on rants and saying a whole bunch of different shit. I can't even pinpoint all the stuff that you said, but just so you can speak on this, there is a difference between George Floyd and Charlie Kirk. A government official unaliving someone and a random person unaliving somebody is 2 different things. Again, people get unalived on TV every single day, on camera every single day. You can pull it up right now. There's probably a video with today somebody getting unalived. So that's irrelevant. It became outrage, and everybody got upset because
coming out. That's your emotions.
How?
He's thinking fast.
You're emotional.
How is that emotional?
You're more emotional
Our
than
government,
factual.
who's supposed to
I go
protect us,
from one
unalive
topic to the
somebody.
next. You stay on the same thing. You literally said that so many times. You did the same thing about
Okay,
when
so
you
what's
talked
your
about the
next
young
point?
girl. You repeat it so much. If you make one point, go to the next and go on something else.
But
when
that's the point
with your
I can't. But that's why when you monologue, you have to
I'm in the grocery
stop
store.
monologuing.
Let me mute up. I'm in the
Yeah,
grocery store.
You
maybe
have
you
to
should
stop
go grocery
monologuing.
shopping.
Let's have one part of the conversation and go to the next.
There is no chance in hell that you voted for Donald Trump 3 times. No chance. Why are you lying? Why? Just why? There's no chance. And the question I would have, and I'm not bringing you back up here because it's a dead end, but what made you switch sides? What made you say, you know what? I voted for Donald Trump 3 times. He's back in office. What made you switch? What? Because he went after James Comey? Get the fuck out of here. So full of shit. All right, Call Me is back. What's up, Call Me, maybe?
Damn, I think I pressed join so long ago that I was just listening. I was actually trying to get into that conversation specifically with those women, though.
What? Okay, and who were you going to side with there?
It wasn't going to be a side. I think both of them kind of. I think it was just more yelling and just wanting to disagree than trying to understand the other person. It got emotional on both sides, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I think Lady up top was much more factual and not as emotional.
But you do acknowledge that she too was emotional.
I
Maybe
think
not as
emotions play
emotional
into
as
conversations like that, but I think her pointing out that Slim contradicts herself consistently, cannot make a point and then let somebody respond. She just rambles on.
she can get long winded, but I do feel like she came up and she was like, "Can we just have one discussion at a time?" So if you were going to talk about George Floyd and Charlie Kirk, then she wanted to respond to that. If she was going to talk about her upbringing with her parents or her grandparents or whatever, then she wanted to respond to that. But she went on like a 4 or 5 minute monologue, and she
Yeah, she
wasn't
likes
able
to
to respond.
rant.
No, I'm talking about the first lady. I
Oh
think they
no,
both can get
no,
a little
not
long
not
winded,
not
honestly.
lady. Slim likes to kind of just ramble on and rant. Not really much there. She's like a Carmela Harris, where she
You,
rambles on and not much
you
to
know, there's
say.
no R in her name, right?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Joe Biden, your president, he pronounced it about 14 different ways. So I don't want to hear that bullshit. I just don't.
Does
David,
that
Dave,
change
can
the
I
fact that
answer
that's
your
not her
question
name?
though?
Go ahead, bro.
Can I answer your question?
Quickly, why did you switch sides? Go ahead.
So
Call me
prior
maybe.
to
Your
this
background
time,
noise, bro. Get noise. What's it called? Isolation or whatever it's called. Go ahead. Just one
I,
sentence.
be-
Why did you switch sides? Allegedly.
I believe T came back with a vengeance after everything he went through. He said that he was going to stop the war in Gaza, but instead he has helped the war, and also he has now basically given Israel the land. And just
Yep.
I mean, just yeah. So he came back with a vengeance. He did not come back doing the things that I thought that he would. I believed in him all of these years, and that's just what it was. But I was definitely a ridiculously pro black Trump supporter, ridiculously. Just so you
No
know.
chance in hell.
Well, I
No
have
chance. No
I can pull
chance.
up. It's true. It's true. And
No
I'm
chance
not,
in hell.
and
No Trump supporter
even though
speaks
I'm
the
not a
way that
Trump
you do.
supporter, even though I'm not a Trump supporter anymore, I still do not like Biden nor Kamala. So let's be clear.
Why you always lying? Because you're definitely lying.
What?
There's no chance
Please,
in fucking hell you
please
voted
tell
for
me,
Trump.
what do I have to lie about? I don't fuck with them. I've already spoken about how Joe Biden fought for segregation of buses. So why would I? I never fucked with him. I do not like Kamala, and didn't even want Obama because he's biracial, just like me. And it's always, "Well, let me throw a biracial in there so I can cover it." No, I want a black president, a fully black, monoracially black president. Stop dimming down black people's light and throw real black people up there is what I'm trying to tell you.
Some
But
people
yeah,
say Donald Trump is the first black president. Agree or disagree?
I'm all for. I was for Donald Trump, like I said. I'm a conservative in the sense of I don't want Democrats throwing us pennies. Stop giving fucking food stamps and housing and shit. Let people go out there and work, build the economy, and let people get what you can. I don't want to be fed pennies. I'm sorry, I'm not one of those type of people.
But what
So
about Ruby Bridges? She's
what's
still
that?
alive.
What does that have to do with
I don't know. You
What does
fucking
that have to
ranted
do
and
with?
raved.
That means racism and is alive and well. Another thing, Donald Trump is I think he might be racist now after all the black people, what black people done to him now. But I believe he was a white supremacist. I never thought he was a racist. I thought he was a white
So you
supremacist.
voted for a white supremacist.
So here, my point is that so was the Republicans when they freed the slaves and stuff. It wasn't because they liked black people. It's because their idea for America was greater than their racism. So my point in being a Republican or voting more on that side is I feel like Republicans more want to build the country. They want to, do stuff like that, and black people benefit from that. I don't think any president goes up there and fights for black people. But again, I think that a Republican or a conservative goes up there and they want to build the country. They want the
I'm
country
telling
to
you,
be
you're
better.
just like Carmela Harris. You
I
ramble on for 10 minutes,
But does that
and
not
there's
make
really
so I'm
not
not
much
saying
there.
real
There's not much there. Sorry.
so
There's
I
just
did
not.
so I said what I said though. I
You did
think
say what you said. That is true.
I think the Republicans want to build a economy and black people thrive off of that. So what am I saying wrong?
Okay, let me try. I think it says Lily. Lily? All right, I'll move on. I'll find somebody else. Go ahead, make a point before I bring up others. Paul, you're back in the queue, Paul. Paul, I literally had a nice black woman up here and said, essentially, you are too dumb to defend black people. That's literally what her point was. And you're in the queue.
Why are you're like divide and conquer? You're an asshole. You're
Wait,
literally an
wait,
asshole.
wait, hold on. You
You're
can
an
sit there and
asshole.
call me whatever the fuck you want. That is
You're an
factually
asshole.
true. You
But what's
said
the
I
point?
bring her up to feel smart, insinuating that she's dumb as fuck.
I don't think she's dumb. I think that she like her point goes when she makes the point.
My
I
points are
don't think you're
broad.
dumb
My
at all,
points is
Paul.
not
Just so
just
you're
about
clear,
Black
I do not
Americans.
think you're dumb at all because
My points are never gonna just stem
I
off
don't
of
think
Black
you're dumb.
Americans in as a collective. I'm talking
I'll be
about.
completely honest. If I'm a black person in this broadcast, I'm begging you both never
You're
to
never
show
to be
back
a
up here
black
again. Both
person.
of you. Not one more than the other, but
You
both of
should
you. I think you
never,
both do
Dave.
a horrendous
I
job
mean,
of representing
if
the
I
black
was a
people.
white
That's
person,
all.
I would want you
But
to
I
stay doing
do.
exactly what you're doing.
But I do want to ask Slim a
If I was white, I
question.
would want you to stay right there because
So,
you're just
Slim,
doing
you're saying that
exactly
you were
what
in
white people
favor
do.
of Donald Trump?
I was prior to
Yeah.
this term,
Go
yes.
ahead, Paul.
Okay, so
I
you were
was
in
three
favor because
times.
She's
okay,
lying about
so
that, but
I
continue.
was,
I'm not.
you know,
I'm not.
I was with you until you said you voted for him
Well, let
3
me
times.
explain, right? I'll explain. So when I did research on him, because prior, like when he first became president, of course, everybody's like, "Oh, he's racist." Da, 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 da. So I'm like, "Fuck!" Like Dave should do. I went and did research, and I'm like looking up all his videos. I'm looking up everything. I mean, you're gonna have some things where it's like, "Oh, he didn't let black people rent out his," but you're gonna have your little things. Like I said, he's a white supremacist. Cool. But there were certain things that I liked about him. When I seen him
But you
speak out against
knowingly knew that.
Afghanistan, when I seen him speak out what
But
happened
wait,
in
you
Afghanistan and
knowingly
all of
felt
these
like he
things,
was a white
I felt like
supremacist.
he had a mind of his own. I felt like he was the strong person who would fight the elite, the people who are
But
over all of
besides
this shit.
that, because
That's
that
his why. I'm
discredits
telling you
him
why.
if he is a white supremacist. If he's a white supremacist, everything else that he does good would be
Doesn't matter.
irrelevant.
He's a white supremacist.
So
So
why would
so
you vote for a white
Why are, hey,
supremacist?
hey, Paul, why are
I'll
you
tell you.
calling her a coon or an Uncle Tom?
Why?
Hold on, wait,
Why
wait,
am I
wait. No, no,
not?
no. Let her talk. Why? I'm
Um,
gonna answer a question.
because
Why
I'm
would
trying
I
to
vote for Donald
understand
Trump?
her. Why would I call her
Well,
a
okay,
coon
okay. Well,
when
maybe
she's
we'll get
having
there.
dialogue? You know,
I'm gonna
I'm
tell
just
you
trying
why.
to understand her perspective. Like, why?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because I don't think
Knowing he had all these other good things about him, but yet he's a white supremacist. It's like
Okay,
I do a lot of good things. I do a lot of good things, but
okay,
I'm a murderer. I mean, why would you
okay.
vote for me?
So,
You know,
did you vote for Biden?
And
I
Harris.
voted for
And
I
Harris.
voted for Kamala.
Not Kamala.
So you didn't vote for Biden?
I didn't vote in that during that election. I didn't.
Did you prefer Biden?
I didn't prefer either one of them.
All right, so then cool. So I'm gonna still answer that question. For me, to me, any president that gets up there is not gonna be for black people. So again, I will vote more conservative because I believe that they want to build the economy in 2025. Anybody can thrive in America. Now, mentally, my people can be fucked up. There's some black
But what
Americans that are
about
fucked up.
Ruby Bridges? What the fuck? You
Why you?
spent 20 minutes bitching about Ruby Bridges. You contradict yourself.
So, Dave, I thought you were smarter than that. I
Oh,
really
okay.
did.
I
I
guess I'm too
did.
dumb.
So
Okay,
me
fair enough.
talking about Ruby, what does me talking about Ruby Bridges have to do with anything? My point in Ruby Bridges was to say that that mentally can fuck people up, and that there are some people who haven't been able to break that mental like bondage that has been afflicted upon them from America. What does Ruby Bridges have to do with anything? I also said that black people can thrive in America. So what is your point?
Oh,
I'm just saying that mentally some people can't make it out of the mental shit, especially when their mother and grandmother are ignorant as hell.
I
And
just
they
want to
have
say,
that.
Slim, the thing I appreciate about you is I say you're contradicting yourself. Then you try and explain yourself and literally contradict yourself yet
I don't
again.
feel like I'm
But continue,
contradicting
girl. You go, girl.
myself.
You
What
go,
part
girl.
or what part don't you get? I
Okay,
feel like
so
all black people, anybody can thrive today in America.
can I
There
change the
are
subject a little
people
bit?
who are mentally fucked up that is still dealing with the mental shit that has been afflicted upon them.
So,
What part is confusing?
so Dave, this is my question because like I said, Slim was making some valid points, but I don't understand how she could vote for a knowingly white supremacist
I
because
just answered your question. Every president that go up there is not going to be for black people. So I prefer someone who wants to build the economy, because who if
I
the
mean,
economy is
if
built,
we're gonna be
anybody
technical,
can
if they
thrive in
say we're for
America.
the people,
What is
we're for the
what is
people.
confusing about what I'm saying? Are y'all purposely being disingenuous? What is confusing?
Okay,
So
I'm
you
not being
Dave,
think
you're
Trump?
bringing
disingenuous.
Dave.
Wait, just to be clear, Trump is more for black people than the actual sometimes black, sometimes Indian candidate in Carmela Harris.
I don't believe that they would. She herself said that she would not go up there and do anything specifically for black people. So
Perfect.
yeah, like I said, and I'm not a Democrat. I wouldn't. I don't want to vote for a Democrat. I don't want to be fed pennies. You're not going to sit here and give me food stamps and tell me my man can't be in my house for me to get housing. I don't agree with Democrat bullshit. Like I said, I want someone
I mean,
who
I don't
wants
agree
to.
with that either. But I'm
I want
saying,
someone
how
who
could
wants
you
to build the
knowingly?
economy.
How could you know?
Period.
Now, being a part of being on government assistance is a choice. So if you choose to be on government assistance, you're choosing to be told what you
That's
can and
not a
can't do.
choice.
You know?
I mean, it can be a choice, but a lot of people are mentally fucked up. They're like, y'all act like y'all don't understand mental health. Y'all act like y'all
I
don't get
understand the mental health
mentally what your
side,
like
but I do
what
feel
you've
like
been through can affect you. Y'all act like y'all don't get that.
I
So
do
some
get
people
that. I
can't
get that
come
part.
up.
I
Some
do get
people
that part.
can't bear the suffering that you have to endure in order to thrive. Some people
So
can't
with
do
that being
that.
said, Slim, he is saying that basically you're contradicting yourself, because if they're not able to thrive, that means that they need to continue to vote Democrats, because the Democrats are
No,
in
no, 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 no,
support
no.
of the
Well,
things
Paul's
this is
not
where
that
that
I'll
dumb
just
after
they're.
all. She gets it.
no, no, that not Paul. That's where I disagree. So, like, I've been on food stamps a long time ago. I know a lot of people have. My whole family actually was, right? So I remember times where it was like, oh, they're gonna cut my food stamps, so I'm not gonna get a job. I don't agree with that. Well, Trump is a type of person. If you want to talk about Trump, see, now I'm against him right now because I don't like the shit he's doing. He's
Go
coming
ahead,
back with
talk
a
him up.
vengeance.
Talk him
I'm
up.
But I
gonna.
can,
I have to speak
but
on
I
this.
love,
Hold
but
on, let her talk up
if he
Trump.
wasn't going on his vengeance, like I knew he was, and I said this shit before he became, I said this man gonna come back with a vengeance, I promise you. But if he wasn't, I fuck with Trump. I love the fact that he's going into our black communities and stopping the shit that's going on, because I hate
Fuck
the black on.
yeah.
I
Oh,
hate
so
stuff
you're
like.
saying that it's okay to send the National Guard and
Fuck
I'm
to?
yeah, it is.
saying, hold on, because you don't see, it's okay to be pro-black. It's okay to vote one way and not be a radical. You act like just because I don't agree with everything he say, don't mean that I can't still have my opinion. Y'all gotta stop doing that. I'm pro-black as fuck, but I still fucked with him for certain reasons. And the reasons are, again, in America in 2025, anybody can thrive in America. If you're mentally fucked up, then maybe it's gonna be harder for you. But being fed pennies is not gonna get you out of that hole. That's just how I feel about it. So no, I don't want to be
Makes
fed pennies,
sense.
because when them food stamps and that shit get cut, they're gonna get their ass up and they're gonna make a way out of no way, because that's what people do. I'm tired. I think it's very, very simple in understanding what I'm saying. So again, I do not fuck with him right now because
So
I don't
can I
like.
respond back to you, Slim?
Go ahead.
So basically, I don't want you to take it as if I'm like against you, but there will be times where we can agree on a lot of things and not agree on some things. So, and with that being said, what I'm saying is that you said that your family have been on food stamps, right?
Yes,
Which is
ma'am.
cool. Getting on food stamps is nothing wrong with that. There are plenty of people
It
who
is.
have been on food stamps, but they did not
Yeah, but
make it a
Trump's saying get
lifestyle.
the fuck
Okay.
off the couch and get a job.
Yeah, they didn't
And
make
I'm in
food stamps a
agreement of that.
lifestyle. So I feel like food stamps is a temporary help. It's not something that you make a lifestyle.
And I'm
So
telling you, as a person who knows a lot of people on foods and my whole family on it, that it becomes a lifestyle. It becomes, oh, I'm gonna not go to work because they finna cut my food stamps. Oh, I just got a job. They done cut my food stamps. I'm finna quit my job. I'm telling you from experience, and I'm telling
I
you, I don't
already
like that for
know
my
how they
people.
think. I know how they think.
And I don't like that for my people.
But I'm
So
saying,
cut them,
with that being said, if you
like I
feel like
said.
it's mental health issues, then you do understand that means that they will continue to vote Democrats, because Democrat is in favor of the government assistance to keep them down, right?
Okay,
So get off
so
the Democratic plantation, start voting Republican, and wake the fuck
thank you.
up.
That's my point. So
Okay,
you see how
but
Dave,
if you're gonna
I
vote
don't agree with you,
Republican,
bitch.
we do understand that there are Republicans who are not white supremacists, right? So if you knowingly knew that Trump was a white supremacist, why would you still intentionally vote for him?
I'm gonna explain it again. I don't
How
think
many
there's
times does she
anybody.
have to explain it? How many times are you going
I
to make
don't.
her contradict herself?
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna contradict myself. I said what I said. I said I don't think nobody's gonna go up there and speak or do anything for black people. I want someone up there who wants to build the economy. I don't give a fuck what he does for this group
So
or
build
that
the
group. At this
economy,
point, hold
build the
on, ma'am.
economy and
Hold
be
on. At
racist.
this point, black people have to realize that this country do not give a fuck what they have done to black people. So now we have to figure it out on our own, and that's where we're at. So I do take accountability. It has to be done. Nobody's gonna get up there and save black people. It's not happening. So get somebody up there that wants to build the economy, and we can thrive in that way. That's what I mean. That's what I what
What,
what
Paul?
And when you say
What?
build the economy, can you explain how he could do that?
more jobs, just more anything, like just more every like I don't know,
Less
like
food stamps, more jobs.
More jobs. So
more
Pretty
jobs,
simple.
that means more. You say more jobs, right? So
more
more
yeah, more
jobs,
abilities to give
less
your own
government
employment.
assistance, right?
More in more, like entrepreneurs, like just get out there and do shit. I feel like Republicans want to get out there, like you get out there and do some shit. I don't want to be fed pennies. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
Slim, can I
Okay.
ask you a favor? Can you do me a favor when you go on other panels? Talk about black issues. Don't hype up Donald Trump. Let that to other
When I
people.
go on a
You
panel,
talk about
because
black issues because you do a great job of that.
why would
Tell
I,
them about
well,
Ruby Ridges. Tell them about you have a white friend that knows about Rosa Parks because of Outcast. Don't hype up and don't be a spokesperson for Donald Trump. I beg you.
I never do. Did I come on
So
your panel being a
Okay, very good,
spokesperson?
very good. Just making
Slim, so
sure.
how do you feel
So
about this no SNAP benefits for November? Is it because it's November? The word no, you
man, see,
getting
this is what
no
we be
food
talking about
stamps?
right there. So you look, so again, I'm like I'm not in favor of being fed pennies. I don't like the concept. So yeah, I mean I don't know how much more I can explain that. But I'm not in favor of people saying that I'm going to do this, do this, do this for you, and all they have for me is a couple food stamps and housing where my man can't even live with me. So I don't
But
know
you
what
do know that
more.
if you go to work, you can have like multiple men living with you.
Oh, play on, play on.
Exactly.
You
Well, that
know,
I think that's the point.
yeah.
All
So
right, hold
whenever,
on one second. Let me
it's
interrupt
like,
this. Mrs., where are you from?
Tennessee.
What brings you up?
Literally, I'm just listening to all of this. It's going in circles, honestly. So I'm trying to keep up, but it's really hard to keep up because I feel like it's just going around and around and around. I don't know what point we're trying to make here. I'm literally trying to follow. So I've been in there waiting to come up for a while, but I'm trying to keep up. But it's just a lot. You bring Slim down, bring her up, bring her down, bring her up, and then
That's
it's like I'm trying to keep up with the topic, but it just keeps flipping around. So I'm just trying to see where we're
Yeah,
going here.
she likes to contradict herself. She doesn't see it yet. Maybe she will. I don't really get it, but it is what it
how
is.
is. Can you explain, Dave? How?
You can't sit there and say that black people are being held down.
I
You
didn't
can't
say
sit there
that,
and
but go
say,
ahead.
hold on, let
I
me
but
answer
didn't
Dave,
say
this.
that.
You can't sit there and scream at the top of your lungs for 20 minutes about Ruby Bridges,
You're still not making
okay?
a point, Dave.
but Dave, how is Mrs. Good adding to the
No, wait,
conversation?
Dave. I never
Well,
said the
I'm
stuff that
hoping,
you're
wait,
saying.
hold
So
on one
wait a
second.
minute.
I'm hoping she
So
won't go
Paul,
around
this
in
is not even your
circles.
platform to ask him how am I
Dave,
adding.
Well,
Let
she
him
you
does that
ask
have
all
his
the
not
time.
questions.
yet said how I
It's
Allow
can
not
him to
your
be the
configure
platform
host.
to
myself,
ask
Dave.
him why he keep bringing Slim up here either.
Okay, but
Dave,
No,
you're
she
not the
wasn't
host. So
asking.
just
She was
calm down a
saying
little
that
bit.
that was factual. That she was a yo-yo. She was up, down, up, down. Okay.
Dave, how am I contradicting myself?
Once again, if you don't see that you're contradicting
Just
yourself,
tell me
I can't
how.
help you.
What?
Okay.
So
Even
because
Paul, keep in mind, you called Paul dumb, and Paul even says to
you've
you,
yet to
you
say
are
how I'm
contradicting
contradicting.
yourself.
Can
So
you
can I
tell
ask
me
a
how,
All
question?
Dave?
right,
You're
hold
Can
on.
I
Let
saying,
me
ask a
hear. Hold
question?
on. Relax.
Dave, tell
Hold
me
on.
how.
Relax. Mrs. Go ahead, love.
No, I just have a question. So I see that as I've been watching, and this is my first time watching your live, that there's all black women that's coming up or black men. Do you not bring Caucasians up here, or is
You
it
want
because
some
the
white
topic
people up here?
is
Wait, is that not racist?
are you being racist?
So I'm racist
They
by
bring
talking
anybody
to
up here.
only black
They
people?
always have
Paul,
white
Paul,
people.
be quiet. Let this man answer.
Mrs.
You
Good,
keep
you
talking
be
over
quiet. Like you
him.
said, this is
You
your
keep
first
talking
time
over
on his
him. So I'm
panel.
asking the
This
question,
is
and
your
see, this
first
is
time
what's wrong
on
with the
his
black people
panel.
today.
This
This
is
is
your
what's
first
wrong with
time
black
on the
people
Look,
today.
panel,
Dave
If
so
we
loves
you
it.
cannot
don't
Shut.
know
talk, we
Dave.
cannot
Dave
ask a
likes it.
question.
Stop.
Let's ask a question.
Dave
This is what's
always
wrong
have
with black
white
people.
people up
Allow
here.
this man to answer. This is his platform. This is not your platform. Let him
Ooh.
respond so that we
Exactly,
can get
and
to
it's not
points.
your
You're going to
platform.
keep
Wait,
talking
Paul,
in circles
Dave.
because you can't be quiet. You can't be quiet, so you keep talking in circles. Allow
Oh,
him to
girl, shut.
respond on his
Anyways,
platform.
Dave.
Allow him to respond on his
But to be
platform. Y'all
fair,
always want to
Mrs.
mute this person. When
Paul,
Lady got up here and Lady was speaking her truth, you wanted to quiet her. You wanted to mute her because she made common sense. Paul, be quiet.
Girl, you
Let
be
this man
quiet. Tell
respond so
those
we can
dumbass
get to a
kids of yours
point.
to be
I
quiet.
need to
Wait,
see
Paul.
what is this platform is about. When new viewers start watching, new viewers want to understand. Paul, be quiet.
No,
but
you be
Mrs. I
quiet.
will answer your question. Maybe for however long you've been in here, I've had a few black people up here. Paul is under the impression that I only platform white people, essentially. So it is what it is.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't know what to tell you there, but I get it that there are two black ladies up here. I get that, to me, what I really want is I want as many people that oppose me as possible. People coming up here and criticizing whatever they
I
want to
mean, well, I
criticize
can't
about.
oppose you. I can't oppose you because I can see what is going on in the Black Party. I can see that the Black Party is part of the Democrat or the main part of the Democrat Party, or they're either white liberals. So you either have the white liberals or the Black Democrats. So that's why I asked you about what is this about, because I only see blacks up here. But you have a part of the Democrat Party, either white liberals or black Americans. That's what that party is full of. Do I agree with that party? No. Am I a part of that party? No. But I don't understand how she say that Trump is a white supremacist, but you voted for him. Now you're saying that you're against him. I am trying to understand what is it that you're against right now that he's done. Because I can honestly say, me coming from a person being on food stamps in the past, that I have grown so much because of him being in house. I don't understand. So I am trying to understand that because what's going on is all circles.
So, Ms. Good, so I said he's a white supremacist, but you guys are missing the point where I said there's no president. I feel like all white people that's in any type of whatever power is, to me, a white supremacist, including Joe Biden.
But you also said that I need a black person. I need a
didn't.
black president. What does the color have
Okay.
to do with anything?
Well, in America, being what has happened to black Americans, I would love to see a black president. So what you missed is that I said that I don't want to see Obama. I'm against the Obamas in the Kamala
I
Harris.
didn't miss that. You didn't just
I
say
don't
that.
want
You
to
said that
have.
Obama was.
I
You said
want to see
Obama's
the
not fully
black
black, but you
person.
like to have someone
But if
black.
it
I
was
didn't miss
black,
it.
I still want them to be Republican. I still want them to be conservative. I don't know what part y'all are missing. I am a pro-black conservative. I want the country to be I want the country to be built and thriving so that my black people can benefit from it. I don't give a fuck who's in office or what they like more or less.
You do
I just
care
want
who's in
them to
office
build
because
the
you keep
economy.
saying a black person. Let me tell you something. The outer layer of Obama's skin is going to make him a black person, okay? Because that's what the world see him as. So you're talking about now
I
you need to have a
disagree.
black person in house because a black person is going to benefit. What does the
I
color of your
disagree.
skin make you benefit? How does the color of your skin going to make you benefit?
Well, you don't think that in America a black president would be like an amazing thing to see?
I don't give a damn if they black, white, Puerto Rican, or Asian.
Well,
As
then
if they are
you,
Americans, then that's
Oh
what I care
Lord,
about.
here
so
go
you're
this
not
You're
American
focused on the
shit.
outer layer of somebody's
no.
skin.
See, this is
So
where the
are you
I'm in
mad?
the
So
see.
let me
This is
ask
the
you this. I guess you're one of those you calling him a supremacist, but isn't Trump married to an immigrant?
So this is where we disconnect. It's so sad that I'm literally a
And his
conservative, but
immigrant wife
You're
because
is
I'm
Hispanic.
disconnected. It's
literally a
y'all that disconnected.
conservative,
You want to
but
keep
because
living in
I'm
the past
pro-black,
because you
it's a
can't move
problem.
on.
Do
You
y'all
want to
not
keep
see that?
living in the past because you
Y'all
can't
are
move
sad.
on. You keep
I'm
focusing on
literally a
color.
conservative, but because I'm pro-black, it's a
What
problem.
makes
They're
you a
all
conservative?
They're all
Please tell me
pro-white.
how are you a
They're
conservative?
all pro-white.
You don't have
But
any conservative values because you keep talking about that. You keep focusing on having a black person. Wouldn't a black person
so
make America great
do you
again?
think your
Wouldn't a
fellow
black person do
hold
this?
on, hey,
What point
ma'am,
are
do
you
you think your
pushing
fellow
here?
conservative white people want to see a black president?
Slim,
So why do they
she's
only think
married to
about
a white
race?
man, so you're gonna lose this
Ma'am, do
You're
you
argument.
right,
think
and
your
thank you for doing
fellow
your
white
work, Paul. Thank you for
conservatives
going to look over my page because I didn't look at yours, and
do you
I have to believe, Paul. Are you part of the Democrat Party? Because that's what
no,
it
Oh
seems
yes
fuck
like.
she
yes,
is.
he
She is.
is.
Can we not
Okay,
keep
that's why.
I'm an
that's
independent, ma'am. I'm not a
but
part of no
ma'am,
party. I
you
don't have
say
a
what
cult-like
color got to do
mentality.
with
Oh,
it?
I
Why
love
do you
it.
say
I'm an
I love
independent.
it. Okay, I can see that because
a
that's
white
what you do.
conservative
When
don't
you
want
are
to
a
see a
part of
black
the Democrat
president?
Party, the only thing that you do
I
is
am
go
an
pull
independent,
things
So
that
that's
and
what
you
she
trigger
know
want to
you're a
go.
you.
white man,
The
and now
Democrat
See
you
my
Party
you
point.
pull
So now
things
you
she
that
got
gonna
with a
trigger
talk
white
them,
over
and
man.
me.
You
they
got
want to
our
go
food stamps.
investigate to
You
make
got with a
themselves look
white man.
good
You
to
got our
prove
food
them
Ma'am,
to
stamps.
prove a
We
point.
ma'am,
understand. We
we're not
understand.
debating Democrats,
You
ma'am.
can't prove
So
a point. No, but it speaks of it.
She got
You
with a
can
white
tell that
man
she's
and
a
got our
Democrat
food
because
stamps.
the thing that she wanted to go say was she's married to a white man. You're damn right I am.
Yeah, and that's
And
why
what
you
does
got
that
food
got to do with
stamps.
you?
That's why you
And what
don't
does
get
that
food
got to do
stamps.
with
see,
you?
That's why you
see,
don't get food stamps right now,
What
because
does
you
that?
married a
You
white
no, I
guy.
don't get food stamps
what
He
the
because
took
my
you
fuck,
off
black
of
ass
food
Paul?
worked
See,
my
stamps.
black
Paul.
ass
He
off.
took you
See,
off of food
My
stamps.
black
Wait.
ass
Paul,
worked my black ass off before I got
He
with
took
my
you
white
off food
husband.
stamps.
That's why I don't get
Paul,
food stamps.
He
My
took your
black
black
ass
ass
got a
off food
good
stamps.
job in sales because of
Paul,
my education, not because I'm black, because I am
Girl,
well
Paul.
educated and I
let's
worked
be
myself to get
let's
there
be clear.
because
He took
that's
you
what
off food
not
stamps.
because I'm black. Not because I'm black. My
Paul,
black
isn't that
ass
the
worked my
idea?
black ass off to get where I needed to go before my husband.
He
Paul,
took
I'm
you off
sorry if you
food
can't
stamps.
do that. I'm
He took
sorry
you
you
off of
can't do
food
that. I'm
stamps.
sorry
I'm
that you're so
sorry.
oppressed that you can't
So
get out
wait,
here and work.
Paul,
Education is the key to
Oppressed?
everything. Knowledge is
Oppressed?
Paul,
power. Get out here and educate
Wow.
yourself, and then you can get somewhere.
Go
You're
and educate
Paul.
uneducated
your
because the
little
thing
Miss
that you got to go do
Violet
as a
kid.
Democrat is go point fingers at the color of somebody's skin every time things don't go your way.
Oh, I
The thing that
love
you got, that's
everyone.
what
I
y'all
love
do. Call people
everyone.
racist or call people this or got to point at skin color. No, my black ass worked my black ass off had nothing to do with my
And
white
guess
husband.
what? Donald Trump sees that
I
you're a
agree.
black ass woman
But
every day.
Miss Good, your
You
white
up here. You
conservative
see that's
friends
what I'm
want to
saying.
see
You're
white
up here
people.
because you want to be racist. You're not up here trying to be an understanding. That's what you're
Yeah,
not doing.
she don't want to. She don't want to talk to me now. You want to talk to
Wait,
a
can I
Democrat? That's
No, I want to
one
irrelevant.
talk to you,
second?
but I'm gonna need you to calm down and wait until it's your
But
turn.
Slim, I'm
She's
not a
You
going
were
before you.
Democrat.
You
talking
keep
to
on to
me,
talk
then you
over.
pivoted
I'm
to
not gonna
her.
talk to two people
We
at
were
one time. See, you
talking.
can't
We
bully
were
over here, and you can't
talking.
push nothing over
We
here.
were talking. You
You
pivoted
can't
to
push nothing. No,
her
I was
when you
responding
didn't
and you
make
kept wanting to
sense.
interrupt. Let me get what I gotta
No,
say
we
out.
were
Now
talking.
go ahead, Slim
You
Bay.
pivoted
Go
to her
ahead
when
and
you
Which
Paul
didn't
is
be
make
good. You
quiet.
don't
sense.
Slim Bay,
count.
go
Which
ahead.
is good.
Because you
Slim Bay,
talking
go
about.
ahead. Paul, be quiet. Slim Bay, go
You be
ahead.
quiet.
So
Tell
to
your
be a
white
Memphis
husband to
is
conservative,
be
running
quiet.
this show. Go ahead.
to be a conservative, most majority of white conservatives are what, pro white, pro racist, pro what? Am I wrong,
No, they're Christians. Most of them are Christians. They have
There's
values and
ma'am?
nothing Christian
morals.
about them.
Ma'am,
Values and morals.
ma'am.
It doesn't
There's
seem like
nothing
that's what you
Christian
have
about
See,
though,
them.
Slim
this
Bay,
is the
because you keep coming up
problem.
here cussing. You coming
This
up
is
here
the
aggressive.
problem
You
right
coming up
here.
here being
Once
I'm a
you go
disrespectful.
get
pro-black
your
from
You
parents,
Chico.
your
calling
white
yourself a
kids, okay?
conservative and you calling yourself somebody with morals,
Everybody's
but you're
too
so
far left or
disrespectful.
too
You
far
calling
right.
this man, you calling this word B words, you cussing, you doing that, you're disrespectful. The
Is
problem
he
is
not
that you
calling me
cannot be
this?
accountable for your
Is he
actions.
not called me names? Has he
What did
not?
I
This
call
is
you?
her first time on the live.
She has not been on this live. This man is
Will curse
very
out
Wait, I'm so sorry.
everybody.
Y'all keep
Wait,
saying the
Paul.
same stuff. Talk about this live. I don't care about no other
every time
lives.
there
You
is
keep
a
talking in circles.
conservative
That's what
black
I'm saying.
person,
Y'all keep
y'all be
talking in circles.
sucking
Get to a
white
point.
people dick so bad. What is wrong with
You
y'all?
keep talking about
What
the
is
same
wrong with
thing.
you? Just
And
because
then
you're a
you so but listen,
conservative
you know the
don't
sad
mean
thing
you
that
have to
lady
be
tried to
sucking
tell
white
you.
people's
You talking
dick. What
about
is wrong with
you're
you?
talking about you're
Like,
biracial,
I'm a
but you
conservative.
hate yourself.
They're not gonna
You
suck
talking about you're
yours.
Oh, because
biracial and you're
she
part
leans
white,
more
but you
toward her
sound
black
like you
side,
hate
she hate
yourself.
herself.
You
Because
hate
she
your
leans
white
more toward her
encounter.
black
That's
side,
what's
she
wrong
hate
with
herself.
you.
Y'all
She
are the
does.
black
She just said it
conservatives
that
are
she
so
hate that she's
disgusting.
white.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
Yes.
family that
I
I'm
don't have
part
any
white.
white
Girl,
family,
You
you
so I
hate
can't
married a
relate.
white
yourself,
man
so you
because
on
you
here
know
keeping
that
I
up
your
with
can't
the
kids
relate.
will
chaos.
I
not
can't
be
relate. I have
cute.
no white family.
You married a
I don't know
white
anything
man
about
because
that.
you
So
felt like your
Exactly. You
children
hate
would be
yourself.
cute.
And you
yes.
know what, Slim Bay? I'm
Oh
going to
well,
say
I'm
this to
beautiful,
you.
so I can't hate
I'm going to say
myself.
this to you,
I'm
Slim Bay. You
beautiful,
look
babe.
beautiful on the
I'm
picture. You
beautiful.
do.
Yeah,
You
I
you
am.
you
I
do. And
am
I'm going to tell
in
you
real
this.
life.
But don't
So I
hate
can't hate
yourself
myself.
because God made you in the
But
image
I
of Him.
know
Quit focusing
history.
on the outer layer of your skin because you look like you can be a very beautiful individual, but you can't
I
come
no,
on here
I am
hating
a very
yourself.
beautiful, but I'm pro
But
Amen.
black.
don't come on here
But
hating
I'm pro
yourself.
black. But I'm pro black. But I'm pro
And you're
black, and
still
ain't
black
nothing
and
wrong with
white.
that.
You're still black and
I'm
white,
pro.
and you
I
want
don't
to
give
say
a damn about being
unfortunately.
part white. I'm pro black.
Right,
What
because you want to say,
happened?
unfortunately, I'm
And
white.
I'm pro. Yeah,
Unfortunately, that's
unfortunately,
why
and
y'all
I'm pro
keep talking
black,
about this
and
color.
I'm pro
Y'all keep
black.
talking about color
In
because you
America,
can't
I'm
get to
pro
where you're
black.
going.
Just because you're a conservative don't mean you gotta go suck white dick. I am pro-black.
Is that what you're doing?
No,
There
that's
are
what you're
biracial
doing. I
people
don't
who
do
lead
that.
more
Stop it,
I'm a
towards
Slim. You love white
conservative.
men.
I want my
Slim, let
people
me
off
tell you
housing.
something.
I want my
Slim, you
people
so
off food.
hateful.
Hold on. I want my
You
people
so
off
hateful.
these
You so
government.
uneducated.
I want
I'ma
my
tell you,
people
you call
off these
yourself a
government
conservative, but you ain't do
benefits.
no work. You
Mrs.
Ma'am,
talking
Good.
about
She
Trump is
don't
a
have
white
to think
supremacist,
like
but you voted
you.
for him
he's a
3
white.
times.
He
I don't
is a
believe
white
that.
supremacist.
You ain't vote for this man.
How you?
Cause you
How you
lost.
gonna tell?
So did
So
you?
you're
So
gonna
let me
say
go.
Trump's
So you
not a
voted
white
for him 3 times. So
supremacist?
did you go suck his white stuff? Cause so why you voting for him?
You obviously
Ma'am,
like
I'm not
sucking
saying
white
that
stuff
he's
because you are a
anti-white.
Don't
white
stutter
guy.
over
You're
your words
sucking
now. Don't
dick does
stutter over
not
your words.
You
You
like
voted
me
for him
sucking
being
white
3 times. So
cock.
pro-black
why did you
does
go
not mean
suck
I'm
that white stuff?
anti-white. Me
Why
being
did you go
pro-black
suck that
Mrs.
white
Good
stuff?
likes
does
sucking
not
white
mean
cock.
I'm anti-white.
Why
Me
did you
being
go suck that
pro-black
white stuff? Well, you
does
think you
not
know
mean
me
I'm
so well to
anti-white.
tell me what I am. Why did you go suck that
You
white stuff
are, because
then?
it's like just because you're a black
So
conservative
you
does
don't
not
make
mean
you
you
contradict
you
yourself. You
ma'am.
don't
Are
make
you gonna?
sense.
Can we have like? Can we go back and forth, or are you
You
just gonna?
contradict yourself. You don't make
Well, tell me
sense.
how I can't. Tell me how, and I'm gonna let
Dave,
you
you see
talk,
this
and then you
foolishness,
let
And
me
Dave?
see,
talk.
you gotta be educated to understand how you
Can you
contradict
let me
yourself. You are
talk?
lacking
So
there.
say it. Tell me how.
Why do I gotta tell you how you contradicting yourself? Listen to
Why no?
yourself, Slim
Everybody
Bay.
saying I'm
She
contradicting
said you
myself, but
hate
yeah, y'all
yourself,
not
Slim.
pinpointing the shit.
She
Tell
said
me
you hate
how
yourself,
I'm
Slim.
contradicting myself.
So first of all, I'm with a white man that you just see on the picture, and you
Of
gonna
course
tell
you
me, oh,
suck
you're
I
white
not
don't see a
cock.
pro-black.
We know
picture.
that.
Let me talk. Damn, don't ask a question and interrupt me. You
Okay.
talking about I'm with a
You're
white
so
man. You
emotional.
No, I
talking
All
about
didn't
right,
I'm
say
with a
that.
Paul,
white man, so
relax,
I'm against my
Paul.
own people. But then you say that
I
Trump
didn't
is a
say
white
that. Who you
supremacist.
talking
So
to?
then you say Trump is a white supremacist. You
Who
voted for
the
him
fuck are
3
you
times.
talking to?
But
I
then
never
you
said
said, but
that
you
about
then
you
you'll
being
say
with
I'm
a white
sucking his
man.
dick. No, you went to go suck Donald Trump's because now you,
Yes,
but
you
you're
did.
contradicting yourself
When
every
I
single
said,
time.
wait, ma'am, wow. When I said suck white dick, first of all, my picture for your page is clear. It's nothing there. I don't even know you're with a white man. You're talking to Paul. I don't care about who you sleep with. When I say suck white dick, I'm not talking about your husband. I'm talking about how you so pro, like you're so Republican that you can't even see straight. It's not about your
What
man.
do
It's
you
about
mean I can't see straight? I come from the ghetto. I'm just not oppressed. I'm not a
That white
victim.
man
I'm a
I'm
comes
not
from the
survivor.
ghetto,
either.
Slim.
I'm
But
not a
ma'am, how can
victim.
I be
I'm
a
a
pro-black
survivor.
conservative?
I'm not a
I'm not.
victim.
Me
I'm not a
neither.
victim.
Me
I'm not
neither.
a
That's why I
But
victim.
you
don't.
play victim.
How? Tell me how I play victim.
Oh,
Thank
I'm
you.
so
She played
sorry.
victim.
When Ruby Ridges,
Tell
when
me.
you were sitting here saying that white people have an impact on the mentality of black people, you were
Okay, so
screaming at the top of your
okay, go
lungs
ahead. I'm
at
gonna let you
me.
talk. Okay,
And
so
you
boom, that's
sat
your
there and
point.
called me dumb and racist and
No,
this
no,
and that.
stop. Don't go on a tangent. Your point
Wait, I
is
thought
that
you were
I
going to let me
said
talk.
but you're going on a tangent.
She's
Your
not gonna
point
let you
is
talk, and it's your platform.
Dave.
She wanna talk
No,
over everybody.
Dave. Your point is that I said Ruby Bridges. Whatever happened to Ruby Bridges? That's the reason why black people are mentally fucked up. That's what I said, Dave.
Yeah, sure.
Are you saying that's what I said and that's how I contradicted myself?
Do you agree, yes or no, that black people could do anything that white people can in this country?
Yes.
Okay, however, I think that you have said that if people are impacted mentally by
Yes.
the racism that happened decades ago, that's also okay.
Right.
Okay, so you have two choices, right? You either
No, it's
play
not.
victim. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Play victim? Play? So
Yeah.
so
Hold
black
on,
people
somebody got
are
to
not
guess
the
my
victim.
Slim. Listen, you got reported. Just come right back up. Hold on 1 second. Paul got reported as well. Just come back up. All right, so go ahead, make your point before I bring up the other.
Okay, so Dave, let's make this very clear. Can we stop going back to me being contradicting? Because I feel like I'm being very understanding and you just are being disingenuous. I said that today in 2025, anybody can thrive in America. I also said that there are some people who are mentally still affected by what has been afflicted upon them. I said that there takes a lot of suffering and things of that nature to heal and come out of the things that you have been through. I'm a living testimony of that. Some people have not yet been able to, especially if their mother and grandmother are people who are still ignorant as hell, right? So why is that What is so wrong with what I'm
Can I
saying?
just point out one thing? I cannot stop thinking about that. I said that you can contradict yourself. You called Paul stupid. She said you contradict yourself. And the latest guest
Tell
said
me,
you are contradicting yourself.
tell me.
So is it we're all crazy or?
No, you're not all crazy. You're all stupid because I'm going to say
Okay,
it
fair
again.
enough. All done.
Yes.
No problem.
Yes, you're all stupid because it's very clear what I'm saying, right? So again, the stuff that has been afflicted upon Black people are not centuries ago. It's in our backyard. There are some people who have made it out, and there are some people who are still dealing with it mentally. Are we not? Is that not a thing?
Right. So
Is
you
that
have
not
either
possible?
you have a choice. Either let it you play victim, let it play
Play,
on your mentality, or
play.
you say, you know what? I live in America, the greatest country on the planet. I could do anything I put my mind to. And
So Dave, so you're gonna say play victim, or they
yes,
were the
correct.
victim?
Correct.
So
No,
is it playing
once
or
again,
what they were?
Slim, when was the last time somebody said, get your ass out there and pick some cotton?
Okay, so what does that do? You're
Answer me
talking about
directly. When was the
why
last
are
time?
okay? Why are you saying cotton though? What does
Oh,
cotton got to do with it?
okay. When was the last time somebody said, get to the fucking back of the bus?
Okay, so you're talking about like my mother.
Hello? When was the last time you were told to get to the back
Right?
of
No,
the bus?
no. See, this is the problem with you. This matters.
Right, it's
So
my
if
problem.
my mother, hold on. If my mother was told these things and she's mentally fucked up and then she had to raise children, right? Those children get passed
Your
down these type of
mother was told to
ideologies.
get to the back of the
Not my
bus.
mother, but I'm talking about the people who have to deal with this, right? So my aunties and my uncles and them, right? No, why is this so? Why are you acting like this? Not like what is wrong with you? This is my mother, your mother. These people were told, not your mother because you're white and not mine, but the Black people that are still alive right now were mentally fucked up, right? And then they had to raise children. Again, some people can make it out, some people can't. Dave, it's in our backyard is my point. Why don't
Okay.
you give these people time to make it out? Like, yes, today
Okay,
in
no problem.
2025.
How much time do you need? How many more decades is this going to go on?
So it's not me. So you're just
Okay.
an
How
insensitive
many
piece of
more
shit.
decades can Black people play victim? Not you, just Black people in
Play.
general.
So Dave, it's an act.
It's an act.
Is it
Okay.
an act? So no, I'm asking you. It's an act. So what has happened to Black people and how they have some have responded to it is an act and not their reality, is what you're saying. Can we not be
I'm
disingenuous?
so sorry. Just if 50 years from now people are playing victim,
No. Answer the question. Is it an act or is it their reality?
I think it's an act. I think it's the victim
So you
card.
think it's an act that people were born by people who were mentally fucked up, that got beat down, and then they taught their children fucked up shit, probably didn't send their kids to school, probably had to work 2 and 3 jobs, so they didn't have the luxury of being there and being able to raise their children. They had to go through a lot of shit. So it's an act. So Black Americans are not the victims of America.
Once again, your ancestors
No.
had
Black
much.
Americans are they or are they not the victims of America?
I honestly believe that there
Are you
are ancestors of Black people in this country rolling over in their grave because of how certain Black people in this country play
have
victim when
play
they went through real shit? You guys have
play
done nothing. You guys have done nothing but play victim.
play victim? So you're going to be disingenuous and deny the fact that Black Americans are the victims of America?
And how are you the victim of America
Black
today?
Americans. So you're denying the fact. So you're just going to be disingenuous, right?
Right. Okay. Sure enough.
Dave, I'm asking you a question. So Black people are not the victims of America? Black Americans, not people, Black Americans.
Once again, Black Americans today have gone through nothing. You have every opportunity that I have as a white person.
Okay, and so the people who were born in the 60s that got mentally fucked over, they were building
How
tough
about if I say
slaves.
it this way? The people that got told, get the fuck out there and pick cotton, they were a victim. The people that got told, don't drink from the same water fountain as people like my ancestors, go ahead, play victim. But today,
Okay,
just
Dave,
stop.
I agree.
Stop it. Stop playing victim. That's all.
But Dave, so in
There's no but,
psychology,
Dave.
so go talk to a psychologist and ask them, how does that parent mentally take care of what do they teach their children?
All right, Gregory.
No, Dave, why are you denying the facts? How can those people who are mentally fucked up raise children? Exactly. You want to deny the fact, but
Okay, okay, Gregory.
that's
Go ahead,
what white
Gregory. What do you
people
got?
do. That's what you guys do to make yourself feel better. But what's funny about
All
all of
right,
this
come on.
is that
Okay, here,
despite
come on.
what
I'll
you've
bring you
done,
back
black
up. I'll
people
bring you
are
back up.
thriving.
All right, Gregory. Where are you from, sir? Gregory? I'll be honest. Listening to you walk is still better than listening to her play victim. All right, let's go with Gregory. I'm going to drop you. Let's go with, I think it said Real Talk. Real Talk, you did not connect. You did not. What the hell does that say? I think it said Hood Opera.
Yeah, Hood Opera,
Where are you from, Hood Opera?
Los Angeles.
Tell me one fun fact about yourself.
One fun fact, I sing opera.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing it for?
I've done classical music since elementary school.
That's tremendous. Okay, that's awesome. But what brings you up here this morning?
The conversation that was happening right now, like I totally get both sides. I understand. I would lean more towards conservative if you ask me,
Did
but
you
I
vote for
do.
Donald Trump?
Yeah, but I totally understand the fact of like being from a hood area or knowing what the hood is or being able to like maneuver in that space. Like I can't sit up here and say, it's an excuse that we should be, as black people, should be like having like, I don't know, I don't call it like a mentality where we're being like the victim. I would call it a mentality as if we shouldn't be thinking that we're the victim. We shouldn't have the mindset of being a victim. But then at the same time, I can't neglect the fact that history does apply to the fact of how we are. Just it comes American culture. History applies to the fact how we are, as Americans in general. So how could I neglect the things that have happened to black people in America if I'm a black person?
Okay, so if somebody comes up here like my friend Slim and uses the victim card, are you okay with that? Do you approve of that victim card?
I would understand it, but I wouldn't approve of it. That's the thing. There's one thing about being understanding and one thing of having approval. I can agree with something, but then I can still disagree with at the same time with the fact of how it's being applied. Like I can still understand where it's coming from. You can't put 400 years of slavery versus a few years or 200 or even less than 400 years of being accountable and aware as something that's like equivalent. I can see if it was 400 years of being like knowledgeable of the fact that we haven't been, and then versus 400 years of us not doing that.
Okay,
Of
so
us
how
doing that.
many more years are you going to be understanding that people in America still think this way?
So what I would say is that nobody gave us the choice when it was 400 years of slavery. So I can understand why it would be like contradicting to sit up here and say, because I am black, I would sit up here and say, okay, well, nobody gave us the choice. So why do we have to give you the choice? We're being nice by giving you the choice, which I feel like we are giving the choice right now.
Okay,
A
so
lot
you're
of
saying
us,
500 years from now, if they're still playing victim, that's cool.
no, I would
Okay.
say it would
So
be
when's the
fair.
cutoff date? Give me the expiration date. That's what I'm looking for.
Well, I can't necessarily give you an expiration date because I'm on the same side of not being a victim. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I feel like we shouldn't be in that victim mindset because it's a new day and it's a new age, which I understand. But it's not even fair to the point where it hasn't been past 400 years for us of having this knowledge. So it's like no type of grace. You want us to get this grace super fast. right? But then when we had 400 years of slavery and we didn't have grace at that time, we had this acknowledgement of the fact that this is 400 years of slavery. That's it. You
But
know?
no, okay, but my friend Slim wasn't sent out to the cotton fields. My friend Slim wasn't told to get to the back of the bus. So
Mhm.
I just don't understand, and I don't think I'm ever going to understand why use the terrible things that happened to your ancestors as an excuse on why things are going rough.
Well, I
And
can explain it to you
well,
because
but
just like
before you do, I
uh-huh.
want you to keep this in mind, okay?
Yeah.
There are black people that are immigrants in this country, and they come
Mhm.
from all across the world, and they do a much better job of succeeding in this country. Why? Because they don't play victim. And just one more sentence, then you could respond. There are people that come up here and say, well, black people are judged the second that they're out of their house, or they could get pulled over for being black. Those things apply to black people that come from other countries. So at some point, at some point, we're going to have to wake the fuck up and stop bitching and moaning and look in the mirror and realize you live in the greatest country on this planet. So stop the bullshit. You can respond.
Well, when someone comes from another country, their culture is completely different. So how they address situations as of being like pulled over by the police or something like that. If I'm speaking in a clear American accent and it's like basically a ebonics type of like feel, of course someone who is a police officer is going to categorize me as somebody who is from America, especially based on where you live. I'm from LA. So if I'm speaking like a LA like ghetto tone, they're gonna categorize me as that. I can't tell people who are gonna categorize me as that what to do. But I can only control what it is that I can control. So if they don't apply, and I'm telling you this, it's not every YT person. It's not. But I can tell you people that are YT that are in authority, they don't have a category like a sense of grace for people who are like speaking ghetto ebonics or whatever. People who are from other countries, they might have another accent. If you're Haitian or whatever, you can tell that they're not from here, so you don't feel threatened. But when it comes to the statistics of what we got going on, that's the difference. So
Okay.
I can't neglect the fact, but I do understand where you're coming from. But there are more people that are black in this like society that have agreements towards what you're saying. So we're getting somewhere. But I can't sit up here and say that people who are black are not going to feel the way that they feel, even if I feel the way that I feel. I have to understand I still grew up black, though. I still have experience where I got racially profiled. I got put over because I'm black and I'm driving a different type of car that's foreign or got money or whatever. Like I've experienced
How's
those
that racially
experiences.
profiling?
Well, I've got
Okay, so
dragged out of
who?
my
Wait a
house for
minute.
no
Wait a minute. Wait a
reason.
minute. Wait a minute. Can I respond
Can
to her, the
I?
black woman
Wait,
as
hold
well?
on one second. Hold on one second, please. I'll open it back up. John, where are you from, John?
From Maryland.
All right,
21.
what brings you up, kind sir?
What brings me up? I honestly, why is there a difference between the Charlie Kirk and George Floyd
Okay,
protest?
hold on one second, because I think I'm going to focus
Like
on.
Charlie Kirk.
So
Hold
No,
on
no,
one
yeah,
second.
and I would like to continue on with that too. If you
John,
don't.
hold on one second, please. Grandmaster, where are you from, sir?
I'm originally from upstate New York.
All right, and what brings you up this morning?
Basically, what brings me up is that a couple things that Slim had said, plus you, Dave, basically, have my biggest thing is I'm a white man, okay? And what I go by is that why is there so much hate and so much racism? We're all human. What does color have to do with any of this? That's the first thing I want to know, because we breathe the same air, we breathe the same, we bleed the same blood. Number one, and number two, earlier in your show, you had brought up Rosa Parks. Okay, by listening to a song. Okay, if you really looked at the history and read on what Rosa Parks really did, okay, then you should understand and really understand what she wanted to do for the black community back then. That's number one. Number two, slavery and everything else nowadays don't have nothing to do with it, what's going on today. All right?
Graham, can I ask you?
So how
Graham,
are you
stop.
gonna
Stop,
implement
Graham,
color
stop,
to
Graham.
black?
Hold on one second. Grant, how long have you been watching my lives for?
I just started watching it today.
Okay, then I'm not okay. Fair enough, no problem. I'll relax. Because the one thing that I say nonstop is keep it to fucking 30 seconds. Not you, everybody. Okay, and just keep it fast paced. That's all. Okay,
Well,
so
color
go ahead.
has
You
to
can
do
respond,
with
love. Go
it
ahead.
being brought to us. That's what it has to be. Like if color wasn't brought to us, I feel like we wouldn't be thinking about it so much. But I feel like color was brought to us. We were discriminated against. That's why I feel
I
like
feel like
it's
it's
a
also the
thing.
other way around.
Yeah, but I feel
Especially
like
nowadays and age.
it's the other way around now, you know? So, but we're neglecting, I understand the black community is neglecting the fact that it's being turned around. But I do understand why it like there's a cause and an effect. This is the effect of what was the cause. So I can't neglect the fact of the cause is what I'm trying to say.
So I want to say this though, because I can agree by saying that we were a majority that were slaves, but we were not the only slaves.
Right.
And you stated that being black, I get pulled over. I drive a Jeep Gladiator. Believe me, I have got profiled, but I cannot control those people's heart. Do racism still exist? It does. But why are we allowing that to hold us back?
True. I don't feel like it should be holding us back, but it's the fact that we're having conversations with other YT people that are not understanding the fact that I still get that done to me. That's the
I
point.
feel like, wait, hold on. I will say this. I feel like it goes both ways. And here's why I say that. It goes both ways when it comes to hiring for a job.
Say and elaborate on that, please.
Elaborate on that. Well, you want DEI, correct? I mean, not you specifically, but companies want DEI, so where there's a perfect match of black people and white people in a company, correct? Or black people and Mexican people in a company, and with including white people in the whole 9 yards. It goes both ways. So yeah, you might say that you are racially profiled when it comes to you getting pulled over or something like that. But I get racially profiled when I apply to a job and I'm not a black person.
Right, true. But
Wait
I
a
think
minute. I want to respond to that, John. What does DEI mean to you? Because you're not making any sense about DEI, and I'm a person that's very educated in that area. So what is you talking about when you say because you get racially profiled? So no. So DEI, do you know that the main beneficiary are white liberals?
Well, I'm not a liberal, ma'am, so I'm a Republican.
Exactly, but the color that I'm saying is white liberal. So you can't speak on a topic that you don't know much about because that's the main beneficiary. And so that
I'm
is,
not a
I
white
don't know if you
liberal.
follow
So how
Charlie
am I
Kirk.
benefiting
I don't
from
know
it?
if you ever listened to his podcast or much like that because I'm going to tell you I did for a very long time. So I feel like you're speaking on a subject that you're not. You spoke on it and then you immediately switched up.
Am I factually right though? Yes.
You're not factually white because you're saying that you got discriminated by being white. She is saying that it still exists, which it does, but we don't have to be victims. Mm-hmm. Yes, anybody, black, white, Asian, whatever, Japanese Americans are discriminated in some way or another. Everyone is. My husband's a white man. You think that he hasn't dealt with discrimination? He has. But the point of it is what they're trying to understand is, listen, blacks are not the only people that was in slavery. We're not.
So was whites back in Egypt.
Exactly. Who said it wasn't?
Okay, so why are we sitting here?
So you got to make a point. When you start talking on it, make a point. She's been making a point, so you need to make your point.
And we're in America.
Okay.
You know, I don't neglect the fact that it's happening on both sides. I understand because it's not equal, but then at the same time, it's like there's a cause and effect with it, and I feel like it's like YT people have not given us grace on the fact that it was 400 years. I'm not saying it has to be 400 years till we get over
Okay,
it. But
how
I'm
long is
saying,
this
I feel
grace
like
period
this.
for?
I
I
mean,
feel like
you're
racism
expecting us.
exists. I feel like racism exists, but I do not agree with when Slim said that my mom and my this and my that, they were all this and they were all that, but it wasn't you. You're not the person that went through it. Hood opera, you made it out. We are survivors of what our ancestors went through.
Mm-hmm.
We are survivors, and that's why I love when you said I don't have a victim mentality because neither do I, sister.
But then she greenlit the
That's
victim
funny.
card, essentially.
Well, no, what I'm basically
What are
saying
you
is
talking
that
about? You definitely did that.
there's trauma that continues on from what happened to people. Whether you have a mental health issue and that
Oh, that's
travels
right.
down, whether you're a parent and that travels down, and why are we sitting here acting like it's not happening in the Black community when it comes to the things that the Black community have to deal with?
Okay,
It's
so you're
trauma that
greenlighting it.
passes
That's
down.
fine. Once again,
Can you
don't say
can
you're
you
not
can you
greenlighting
talk
it
about
when
that a
you
little
are.
bit? To me, another Black woman up here with you, the trauma that's happening in the Black community still today that they're actually going through today that is causing an issue. Can you just enlighten
Well,
on that a little bit
I
more?
can definitely say the fact that I'm having this conversation with you, right? I'm one of the people or one of the Black people that got out of the community, but in the community, a lot of the community are
Exactly.
stuck to the point
Exactly.
where
But why are
they're
they
thinking
stuck?
this way.
Isn't it by their own choices that they're stuck because they're using what they went through as like, okay, my mom didn't work this hard. My grandma on Section 8, blah, blah, blah. But what do you do to stop the generational hurt, to to break generational curses? That's what matters.
Well, I would definitely say that at this moment of time, like at this time, there's more people who can have that voice to change that. But I could say that
Right.
my parents definitely put me in a space. Like when my dad, I was hanging out with him on Father's Day. He said, I did my job. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, I didn't put you in a space where you had to survive in like hood like areas, in like ghetto areas. So I came out different.
Well, so
But
you can speak for that then, because it's different for me. Because I was in a space that I grew up in the projects, that I got myself out of that.
yeah.
But when people see me with the white man, you know what they say? Oh, she got out of there because her white man.
Mm,
Our own people. Our
yeah.
own people is the ones that beat us down. The own people are the ones that's calling us coons. Our own people are the ones that's creating this gang set mentality and against it. We got the whip now and we don't want to admit it. I
Yeah.
got myself out of that. Out of the projects because my mom, my dad was in prison all my life. My
Mm,
mom wasn't a good mother. She was more like a sister. My grandparents lived on Section 8. But guess
mm,
what? My grandmother owned land that my great-great-grandparents were slaves on. And guess what that land is doing? Sitting there empty. When you can use it to build foundations for your
mm-hmm.
family. So that's what I'm saying. There's a point that we got to be a change in today's society where we step out and say, I'm not a victim no more. I'm a survivor
Agreed.
because I will not do what they done. They were not even
Agreed.
my ancestors. They're my great grandparents and my grandparents. They're not who he's talking about. Deep down and this and that. No, I'm just saying we have. You grew up different. You said that your daddy said, "Well done." That's
Yeah.
what every child want to hear from their father. Well
All right,
done, my
so
faithful son.
kudos to the both of you here at the top. I brought up 3 professional victims, at least at times.
But
Okay,
wait, Miss
Paul
Good.
definitely the
Whoa.
biggest victim
Miss
here.
Good, can I ask you a
You
question?
said I'm the biggest victim?
Not the
Wait, Miss
biggest.
Good.
You're on the scale of 1 the victim. You're about a 7.
Miss
Okay.
Good.
You're
I
a
don't think we ever
7.
had a
Hold on,
conversation
we'll get to
concerning
you. Hold
victim.
on 1 second. Hold on 1
Oh, I
second.
can't
And do
wait.
me a favor when you're not talking,
I'm gonna
just
be
mute
honest. I'm
because
gonna
of
get
the
off.
background.
If everybody ain't
Wait,
gonna talk
Miss.
one at a time this time, I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
good
off.
luck
I'm
with
just gonna
that.
tell you
Good luck
that
with that.
I'm not
No, it
gonna deal
will
with all
be.
this yelling this time. I love hood opera. Another Black woman that can
Love
come
you
up here
too,
and
Miss
talk. But if
Good.
people, right? But people come up here yelling and stuff. I'm gonna drop
That's
myself
that's slim.
if we can't talk.
So, Miss Good, can I ask you a question though? I don't wanna argue with you, but can I ask a question?
Absolutely, yes, ma'am. Go
So
ahead.
because I'm not a victim, I have made it out. I have overcome what I have gone through, right? So because
Amen.
I come on this panel and I speak up for the people who haven't been able to. So like when you speak, I understand everything that you and Hood is saying. I literally I'm on the same page, but I still have a voice for the people who have not been able to make it out mentally. So like you say, you from the hood and you was able to make it out. Kudos to you. Me too. You don't have no type of like no heart or anything for the people that you know so mentally they can't even see
Can I
straight.
respond? Since you're
Yeah.
asking me a question, can I
You just
respond to that?
ramble on, girl. You just fucking
Can you
ramble.
Can I?
stop? Go ahead,
Okay,
Miss Hood.
okay, stop. Can I respond to you, Slim?
Yes.
In what way, in what form did you hear that I didn't have a voice for my people? Where did you
So
feel that?
okay.
Because
So
you went
okay.
on when Paul was up here earlier, you went with every agreement that Paul had against me
That's not
about
true.
immediately as soon as she looked at my wait a minute, I'll let you respond. Let me respond to you. As soon as she looked at my profile and told you, girl, don't pay no attention to what she's saying because she got a white man, you immediately start agreeing with her. That's what happens in our culture a lot, is that we hop on this bandwagon, and if one of our people is against each other, then the other one gotta be. No, we need to be for each other. You can't say that I'm for them in the hood, but I'm not for the person that got out of it when she start speaking her truth.
Okay, so I'm gonna be and you can take that. Like I don't know if you're gonna sit here and say I'm lying or not, but when we was all yelling at each other, I can assure you that if I agree with Paula any kind of way, it was very short lived. I don't usually agree too much with what she's saying. When I was saying the white D thing, it was not about your husband. Again, when I'm looking at your profile, I don't see a white man. I never went on your page. So when I was saying white D, I am talking about white people. I never knew you even dated a white man. So let's just be very clear. I was not agreeing with nothing she said. But again, I can appreciate people like y'all who have made it out. Where my confusion come from is why we be acting like we can't understand the ones who haven't made it out yet.
See, but how can you speak for somebody else's mindset as if you're me? You can't tell me that what somebody don't understand. You're not in my brain to tell me what I don't understand. See, I believe that's also a problem, is that when you want to say that you feel this way, or you believe that, you are not my brain to tell me. You don't know what I do. I'm out here as a black woman. I've been working on my trailer all week because I have a boutique on wheels, and what I'm doing to grow, because I give back to my black community. That ain't
Okay.
something that I got to tell you. I don't got to tell you what my left hand is doing for my right hand. I don't got to tell you what I'm out here doing for my people. I'm from Tennessee. My people know what I do for them. I go out in the community all the time, but because I'm blessed up, I don't got to speak about what I do in my truth. Y'all hop on this platform and you act like you know what everybody do. Y'all don't. You got to stop saying that you don't understand, you don't believe. You don't know me,
But Miss
Slim.
Good,
I
but
come
Miss,
from the hood. You the first thing that, oh, she got a white man, her white man got
I
her out there,
didn't
was
say
Paul
that to
said.
you.
I
That
said
was
Paul,
Paul, to
Joe.
be
I
fair.
I
never
said
said
Paul
that
said.
to
No,
you.
Slam
I did.
loves
I know. I
white
just
men,
said that
so
Paul
don't
said
worry
that.
about
You didn't
that.
listen to my finishing. You didn't listen to
Okay.
my finishing. I
Yeah,
said
I
that's
would
what
never
Paul
say
said.
that.
But that's what I'm saying. Y'all can't. This is a platform, right? This ain't number social media. It's gonna go away one day. But I'm just telling y'all, you can't. Don't sit up here and not be understanding and say what somebody said or what somebody didn't say. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that
I,
because
I I appreciate you, right? So like I hear you and I appreciate you, but I think that we have a misunderstanding because when I come on Dave's panel, I'm not a victim. I have overcome everything, every
But you
adversity,
play it.
everything. Right?
You
Hold
fucking
on,
play
Dave.
it.
Dave. Hold on. I do not play. I'm not the victim. So when I do speak against Dave, I'm speaking for the people who truly, in my opinion, are the victims, the one who haven't been able to make it out. And then when you come on here going against me, I'm like, damn. Like like all I'm doing is trying to speak on it. Like he's speaking. Why doesn't Dave speak on the many of black people who are have college degrees, all the black people who have made it out, but he only want to pinpoint the
Can
ones
I
who still
answer
are in the
that question? Can I
hood
answer
who
that
are
fucking
mentally
question?
fucked up, and I
Let
don't
me
agree with
answer that
that.
question.
well, this is his board. I'm letting
Wait,
him
hold on
respond
one
to that.
second. Hold on one second. Listen, I'm gonna answer that question one way or a fucking another. Okay, this is the problem. All right, think back to whenever Diddy got found not guilty on a couple charges, right? So Diddy got found not guilty, and outside of the New York City courthouse, and you could search this up. It was a viral video. There was a black woman in a blue wig twerking, and they were chanting, "It's not Rico, it's a Frico," right? And she's twerking, and they were spraying her with baby oil, all right? And I think the problem is a lot of Black America is closer to the blue wig woman than LeBron James, Oprah, the Obamas, etc. So, and I've tried to answer that question twice, and Slim is absolutely ridiculous in so many different ways, but that's the answer. That's the problem. All right? That's the problem. Okay, there's a lot more, unfortunately, I don't like saying it, but it's true. There's a lot more Black Americans that are closer to the weave falling off, twerking, getting sprayed with baby oil than successful. All right? That's just reality. You might not like it. You might not like reality, but that's it. All right? There's no way around it. Okay, you could say, Dave, that's racist, or Dave, that's fucked up. That is factual.
I feel like a lot of Black people cope with, you can't like be mad about the way that Black people cope with trauma, bro. Like, we've had to make a joke out of a lot of stuff.
I'm not gonna lie, Hood. There's times where I agree with what you're saying, and then you're very much like Slim down here, where you kind of contradict yourself.
Because
No,
we're
I
not
feel you, but
radicals.
my name
We're
contradicts
not
itself.
radical.
Like Hood and Opera contradicts itself completely, but that's because just like a mixed person who's Black and white, I have both experiences. So
Just
I can
because you're
see why
not
you think
far
it's
right or far left,
contradicting, but
exactly.
I
Like,
can explain to you that somebody who you can't be mad at the fact as somebody who is like the Black community copes with trauma by making things a joke. Because if you don't,
Ironically,
everything
can I
is too
just tell
serious.
you this, Hood? Slim down here, she is mixed race as well, but she
unfortunately.
said she is ashamed, essentially, of her white side.
Well, not ashamed, just more like disgusted. But go ahead.
Disgusted. I'm so
Well,
sorry.
that's
I
even
was a little
worse.
bit
But
off. Thank you.
Sorry.
I understand. But the thing is, I have mixed friends, so they had to explain to me. I had a mixed friend who was so pro-Black that she eventually in her life started to understand, like, I'm mixed, like I'm not just pro-Black. So I had to realize, like, okay, girl, you're white and Black. So like if
But
you don't agree on
you don't
certain
have to
viewpoints, then it is what it
accept.
is.
You don't have to accept what has happened. If you know history, I don't have to be okay or like the fact of what my ancestors did to my other ancestors, and I'm not
Well,
okay with it. I don't
accepting
fuck with it.
something versus agreeing with it, to me, is different, because when you accept the fact that, okay, I have this lineage versus I don't agree with this lineage, is
Oh no,
totally
that's
different.
me. I don't walk around saying I'm Black. Now I do say I'm mixed. I'm not someone who say, oh, I'm Black. I don't do that because I think it takes away from a truly Black person and their experience. So don't get it fucked up. But I do not
All right, let
appreciate
me
or
put a
don't
pin
fuck
in
with
it.
what
I
white
just want to
people
get
have done
somebody
to
else
my
in.
people. Period.
Forgotten, where are you from?
No, I'll never fuck with it.
Forgotten.
Hey, Dick.
How are you?
They're making whiteboards that can now extract into fully bulletproof rooms in predominantly white T schools so that the kids don't come up there and pew pew the schools.
I'm dead.
Did you know that?
That's what do you want me to say? Oh, okay, you dropped. All right, very good. I'm glad you waited in the queue for that.
I'm dead.
What? I mean, come on.
Why don't you talk about like the like how white people are on so many drugs that it's like that's their most unalivement, the drug epidemic in the white community.
Yeah, but I find it ironic that a lot of Black people come up here and say it's the white people that are bringing drugs in the Black neighborhoods, and
Well,
that's
it
what's
is.
In
leading
the
to
80s,
a whole
yeah.
bunch of crime.
Well, it's probably still
Well, I
true
mean,
today.
if you ever got a white man in front of you with drugs or a Black man, you're gonna take the white man. The white man got the good shit.
All right,
Yeah,
JJ, where are you from?
you don't want to talk about that though.
Michigan.
And what brings you up, JJ?
Yeah, I just think once we're talking about mixed folk, just people in general, why do we have to talk about what our race is? Why can't we all just be one
Welcome to America.
people, right? I think for mixed race people, being a mixed race person myself, I don't care about when people call or ask me what race I am. I think that's just kind of a rude question, right? Because if you're white
Have you
or
ever
black,
said
and
you're
different colors,
ashamed of one side or
but
the other?
I might be rare.
I will say there are times that in order to fit in, I may pretend like I'm not that race.
Oh no! And which race do
You
you
know what I'm saying?
pretend not to be?
Oh, that's impossible though.
I would
You
say
look
I would
mixed.
say growing up as growing up, being mixed with Mexican and black, right? I went to a predominantly white school. So I looked more Mexican than I did black.
Oh wow.
And an example of where I hid what my race was, it was in driver's ed. The instructor was white, and he told, this is back probably in the 80s. He had told my driver's ed class, do not pick up the N people. And this is back when we had hitchhikers, right? And at the age of 15 or 16, I won my license so bad I did not tell my parents that. But I think that was the first time I really hid what my race was.
There's a lot of
So
people
that's
like
something
that.
I think mixed people, we got to protect both races, right?
Yeah, I
Versus
don't
if
play
you're
like
full
that.
white or full black.
Slim, what did you say? You don't play
I
that
don't
at
play
all.
like that.
You
I
just
don't play
say.
like that. You gonna do what you
You
gotta
know,
do. I don't play like that. I'm not gonna
Have
sit
you
here
ever pretended to
when
be more
it's
white than black, Slim?
never,
Never once.
never.
Once again, I'm going to predict you're
well,
going to end up with a white man
it's
in
not even
about 5
pretending.
years.
It's more of just not
Babe,
recognizing the other
my
race, I think,
kids is
right?
taught
I
me to
wasn't
be
pretending
black.
not to be, but I wasn't going to bring it up and say, oh, I'm black and you shouldn't say the N-word. I wasn't going to
But
do
that
that.
even speaks on what black people have to deal with in this world. I mean, and you like Dave, do you not understand that is even a thing? This Mexican and black man is telling you, I'd rather tell somebody I'm Mexican because I know that I'm going to be discriminated against if I tell them that I got black in me. Do you not see that this is a thing?
Because I'm
Well,
completely
to be fair,
fully
that
black,
story was back in the 80s, but
but because I'm
But
completely
even
fully
till
black,
even
I
today
have
though,
to pretend. Not somebody
even
who
hold
today in
on,
my
is.
corporate
stop. Hood, make your point, love. Go ahead.
I have to pretend because I'm completely fully black. Somebody who is mixed don't have to pretend as much as I do.
Wait, so what do you pretend to be if you're
Yeah,
fully black?
code switching, stuff like that. Like
Okay, yeah, no,
after,
I've done that.
yeah, like, but it's
Like to get a
like,
job.
oh, I have to code switch than somebody who's mixed, because it's like, okay, I don't know if you're Mexican or you're black. I don't know if you're white or you're black. But if you know that I'm black, I have to code switch in a way where you're comfortable. So
But
yes, I do
Hood,
have to pretend
but
more.
guess what, Hood? I'm glad you said that. But that's why I make sure that I say that I'm mixed. I'm black and unfortunately white, but I don't ever want to say that I'm black because I understand that I'm taking away from what black people truly go through. Now, don't get it fucked up. I have to code switch sometimes.
I'm sorry that I cut you off, Slim. Listen, don't call me racist. Don't go around the app for the next 6 weeks calling me racist because I dropped you. I have to get on a call. I did not realize it's after 10 a.m. Click on my link in the bio. Follow me on YouTube if you want. And keep in mind, I believe Slim was the one that came up here and said she was going to follow me because somebody made me look like a fool earlier. Meanwhile, the guy was very dumb. Regardless, I appreciate you all for watching. Enjoy your Saturday. College football, enjoy it. And follow this account. I'll be back live tonight. And I'm gonna try and give a set time because I start off on another app and then come here. So I'm gonna shoot for 2 a.m. on TikTok. 2 a.m. Eastern time. I'm gonna be on this app. So 2 a.m. Eastern time. I'll be on this account that we're on now. But I love you all. Enjoy your day. Don't be a racist.